Good luck. All right, cool. No, they literally moved everything, and I was just. There's something else in my spot. Yeah, I was like, I thought y'all, like, I was supposed to be in here.
Got it. So it's like normal.
Oh, well.
I said it's like normal. 5 minutes out with that thing's work, right? So I was in now.
There's enough prayers for, oh, 5. Let's just pray to these prayers.
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for an opening invocation by the MNU football chaplain, Lee Waldron. And remain standing as we honor America through the playing of the national anthem by the MNU Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Luke Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Let's pray.
Dearly Father, we pause to give you thanks. Thank you for the beautiful weather and the opportunity for these two teams to compete today. Thank you for their talents. Bless them, Father, and protect their bodies from injury. Whether we coach, work, play, or cheer today, may we honor you with our actions and words. With passion and enthusiasm, we will honor you. We give you all the glory today, Father, in your precious Son's name. Amen.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Olathe District Activity Center as we are ready for kickoff as the visiting Grandview Vikings come into Olathe, Kansas, to take on your Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers. My name is Kyle Walker. I will be bringing you the play-by-play today. Today, we've got someone who is much smarter than me, not that that's difficult, doing the color job, Kenny Watson.
Oh, man, getting the brownie points. I love it. I love it. I appreciate you having me again, once again.
Anybody who has actually played knows more than me.
Yeah, no, you're all good. Like, for this game, you got Mid-America going against, as you said, the Grandview Vikings here. Question is, what's the score we got?
There's a lot of questions. Grandview comes into today. They are 3-0 on the young season. The Pioneers at 1-2. Grandview coming off a win against Baker.
Ooh.
And there's not many teams that can say that, as Baker is a perennial powerhouse in this conference, and the Vikings handled them quite easily. If you look at the final score, 31-14 was your final. The Pioneers coming off 2 straight losses. This is a David and Goliath type matchup, safe to say?
David and Goliath might be an understatement here. Just the simple fact is, as I said, Mid-America coming off a narrow loss last week to William Penn at the buzzer at a field goal.
Yep.
They're just looking to try to get their season up, try to get their season on the right track here, trying to go 2-2, try to save the season. So It's going to be an interesting matchup. Grandview, as I said, won a national championship like less than 5 years ago. So, like as I said, their record is always going to be – they're always going to be one of the top teams in the NAIA. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mid-America combats that today.
Now, I was told right before we started the game here, there's a little cross signal going on. If you have clicked the football link looking for football or for women's soccer, our links are messed up. So if you're looking for women's soccer, go click the football link. If you're looking for football, you might have to click the women's soccer link. Although that wouldn't be the case because if you're hearing this, then you're already hearing the football game if that's where you're trying to go.
And if you're here, why don't you guys go ahead and stay? So
yeah, please, stay for the whole time. Hopefully we got a lot of people tuning in over on the YouTube. We are happy to bring you the free YouTube watching. There is a chat room there. We love the chat room. I'm trying to get it pulled up right now so that we can see what everyone is saying. Just remember to keep all your comments within the realm of good taste so that we don't have to bounce anyone out of here. Other than that, enjoy it. It is really a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been having fun with it the last 2 seasons now.
And we are just now, it looks like MNU is now receiving the kickoff here. So we're going to start off with the ball. So always an interesting strategy, always getting the ball first versus deferring. So Grandview is taking that strategy up.
So help me out here. You played for MNU, correct?
Yeah, but a long time ago.
What did you do?
What I do? I played defensive tackle and linebacker. They won't admit to the linebacking part, but I played D-tackle.
And what years of service did you have here at MNU?
I had 2012 to 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too long ago, but old enough to where I started having gray hair, and the side of a football field makes my knees hurt. So.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And so you never played?
I did not. I did not play. I've played just about every sport there is, but I did not play on a level such as this. So
okay, gotcha.
You've got me beat.
No, we're good. We're just now on the kickoff here. Grandview offers the kickoff at the 35.
And the kick is underway. This is going to be fieldable by the Pioneers.
Looks like we got number 22 back there.
Ooh, bobbled at the 9-yard line and down to the ground. Pioneers didn't get everything they wanted out of that return.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. Special teams, you spend all week trying to get your returns up to snuff. And the fact that you bobble it, and then now they are starting it within their own 20. Oh, 17 actually. So
yeah, this return was short, shall we say?
Short is that's what we're going to
Yeah, we're going to go with short.
All right. Oh, it looks like QB changed from 2 weeks ago. It looks like we do not have CJ out there. We have number 16 out there, Blake Atkins right now.
Blake Atkins.
Nice.
What rosters did they give us here? Because I don't even have.
Mid-America?
Let's see. Oh.
There you go, my man.
Oh, okay. They've only given me Grandview. I see how it is. I've got all the Grandview information.
Exactly.
Here, you take one of those.
Well,
I'll take one of these.
Gotcha.
Man,
nice
look at this.
3-yard gain. Oh, hurry up offense right here. 2nd and 8.
They're going to pitch it out wide to the right side.
Okay.
Had a blocker, now pushed out of bounds.
Listen, nice run, not hard running right there. A gain of 3. Nice 3rd and manageable now here. 3rd and 5 here.
So that was Manning with the carry. Trying to find, is there rhyme or reason to what they highlighted for you here?
The highlighted ones are the same number jerseys. They're playing offense. One of the highlighted ones are defense. The other ones are offense.
Look at that. They had you all fixed up nice. Here's a throw pass over the middle, completed.
Okay.
This is going to be enough for a first down and a little bit more. The Pioneers are going to take this up to the 35-yard line. Just a little pitch and catch completed to Himes. And the Pioneers moving the ball.
Exactly, and that's another Pioneer, what do we call it? First down?
That's first down.
Okay, I love it.
1st and 10 coming up. Ball placed at the, they're going to put it on the 34-yard line.
If you're wondering what formation they're in 31 personnel. 31 personnel basically goes with receivers to running back. So they had their little tight end there. Oh,
little stretch play to the outside.
Okay.
Good run by Manning. I think they're going to spot him. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a yard short. No, they're going to go ahead and move the chains.
I was going ahead and move the chains.
Let's go. There we go. Move them.
Not going to lie. The last game I called was against Culver Stockton. I think that's the most rushing yards they've had in the last 2 plays, and they did in like the whole game versus Culver Stockton. So this is actually a great start to their offense right now.
Yeah, I did watch the game after the fact. It was a little brutal. A little brutal to watch that.
That's what the QB change will do that to you.
It will. Here's a run up the middle. This is stuff, though, right at the line.
Yes. Grandview always had, even when I played them, they had some Iowa boys is definitely something different, I would call it. They got some beef up there. They got 96, 43. Looks like they got a standard front, a 4-3.
Pioneers still going no huddle here. I wouldn't exactly call it a hurry-up offense, but they are not forming any kind of huddle. They got 3 out to the left. Now their running back goes in motion.
Ooh, nice.
Swing it out to the left.
Gotcha.
And I'd say halfway to the first down marker, ball near midfield.
I like that. I like that play they just ran there. You outflank the defense naturally by having a running back motion out there. So it's definitely. I like the way that the offensive coordinator is calling this game right now. So they're staying with the same personnel. Games previously, they've been doing a lot of formation changes. They're keeping the same guys out there.
3 to the right, 2 left, drop back pass, throw over the middle. Looked like it might have been tipped.
It was, actually.
Yeah, that came out a little wobbly, and it's going to fall incomplete. So
it's 4th and 6, and the punt team is now trotting onto the field.
So the Pioneers started off with some momentum. Drive is stalled at midfield.
They take a lot of good things from that first drive. They was able to get a couple first downs. The running game got going a little bit. Tip pass, ain't much you can do about that on the first drive.
He had the man open. The pass just fell a little short after getting knocked down at the line. Or tipped at the line. That wasn't knocked down.
Yeah, you're good. Let's see. Different punt formation than they did the previous week. So let's see if the special teams punt team is a little bit better.
Good snap. Good kick. Pella sends it away.
Inside the 10.
Oh, it's going to take a hot bad bounce. Into the end zone it goes. That's going to be a touchback.
Yes.
So Grandview, with their first stint on offense, is going to bring it out to the 25-yard line. And the Pioneer defense now going to have to try and contain this high-voltage, high-power offense that Grandview has. Last week through the air against Baker, 4 touchdowns in the air to only 1 interception. So definitely something for the Pioneers to be wary of.
So the thing is that they're with the quarterback change, we talked about a lot of changes they had on the offense. The defense is the one that needs to actually pick up what they have to get going. Culver Stockton allowed over 40 points versus Culver Stockton allowed 40 points last week versus William Penn. That is a triple option offense. So let's see how they could contain the Grandview. It looks like run out to the left and
pushing the pile right up the middle is the running back for Grandview. I'll get you his name and number as soon as I can see it. Big scrum of people. And the running back, no slouch for Grandview, also had a good day last week against Baker University.
So we got a number on that?
I couldn't quite see it. But the story right now is Johnny Sullivan. Sullivan, the quarterback for Grandview, off to a very hot start here in the season. You got to expect they're going to air it out here soon.
I don't know. Expect to play action on this play right here. Take a shot down the field.
Quarterback's actually under center, running back behind him. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And they're going to hand it off a stretch to the side. Oh, stuffed out by the MNU defense.
Is that the guy I'm talking about? That we talking about Troy Hall?
That's Troy Hall.
He does everything for this team.
Coming in off the corner situation, or corner position, I'm sorry. It's my first game of the year. I'm rusty.
No, you're good, man. You're sounding really good right here. The question is that he's going to be what we call the star guy. He's going to be moving around a lot. He's going to be playing the nickel. He's going to play the safety. He's going to play corner. Troy's going to be playing everything for this team. If you don't hear his name throughout the day, that means they're either throwing away from him or let's just hope we hear his name a lot.
A lot would be good. So third and 2, empty backfield, throw over the middle, wide open is the tight end. Pioneers are going to stuff this out real quick, but enough for the first down.
A nice little 10-yard gain on that one right there.
It's going to keep the chain moving for Grandview here on their first offensive possession of the game.
Looks like on that one they definitely got confused with the motion there. They have to get lined up because that tight end was wide open sitting in the middle of the field. So
yeah, easy pitch and catch for the quarterback and tight end.
Looks like Mid-America back in their base defense here. Almost like a bear type front up front.
Quarterback takes it. Play action pass. Pressure comes, but good work by the offensive line. Now they dump it off to the running back. And he's pushed out of bounds. He should have enough for the first down.
And that's the thing. If you ever watch football if you watch in the early 90s or even the 80s, you see a lot of good defenses to be able to stuff teams out to win 13-10. And today's college football, even in the pros, you just try to do everything to contain it. There, Mid-America does a good job keeping everything in front of them. They just got to rally in order to keep them gains pretty short there. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, everyone employing the bend, don't break kind of defense anymore. Here's a quick throw right side. Receiver catches it but falls to the ground during the catch. They're going to get about half of that. So 6 yards, 5 to 6. Now let's see where they place it.
Yeah, let's see.
I think they're only going to give him 5 on that.
That's why I like to call it home field advantage spot right there.
Exactly. Oh, nope, they did give him the 6.
Of course they did.
Boo. So Grandview, their first moments inside Pioneer territory, ball placed on the 49-yard line. Grandview back under center. They are going into their huddle. Not in any kind of a hurry up.
Looks like they checked the play there.
Yep, changing the play at the line.
Back in 31 personnel, and
Oh, boy, look at that offensive line. They're just clearing out space. Good run up the middle.
not going to lie, it looks like they're going to be third. It's looks like a short of the first down, so it looks like we're going to have third and short. We're going to have our biggest play of the game so far.
The 3rd and 1 coming along from the 45-yard line.
So we're getting some subs on the defensive line.
Yeah, just in case you guys are out of state, it is a hot day here in Olathe, Kansas. Substitution is going to be very important for both sides. Temperature touching near 90, and there is no breeze out there. The flags are dead. I see one of them trying to flicker around, but it's going to be really warm down there on that turf.
Looks like we got an H back in the back. Oh, we actually got a full
He's got
back.
two. Yeah, 2 in the backfield with him.
Oh.
Play action pass. Slings it out wide. Enough for the first down.
And a nice
And
little
still
dance.
going,
Ooh.
still staying in
Okay,
bounds.
I see you, number 8.
And now steps out of bounds. That's going to be...
Another Grandview first down. He said, let's go for a dance.
That's Anthony Turner. Anthony Turner, the wide receiver for Grandview, able to come up with the first down off a good throw from the quarterback.
That's a senior. Ooh, 6'4". That's a good size right there for a receiver.
That's a
right
good
there.
size receiver. So Johnny Sullivan keeping the drive going. Now getting deeper into Pioneer territory.
Looks like we are in. They're in a bunch, but now they're motioning out.
Play action pass. Pioneers are there. What a catch.
Oh.
Little one-handed job, but a nice open field tackle by the Pioneers. Able to prevent a very big gain.
A lot of misdirection on this first drive by Grandview, doing a good job dialing up the plays, executing as well. They keep Mid-America on their toes. So the thing is with defense, if you do not know, if you don't have a sense of what's going on, if you can't get a stop in the backfield, incomplete pass, you're pretty much at the mercy of these offensive coordinators nowadays. So they're subbing the defensive line out right now, trying to get everyone in and out. They're going quads right now. That means 2 receivers on each side, running back. 2nd and 5. Pass rush. Pass rush.
Good throw over the middle. Nobody home, though.
Yeah. See,
I
that's
think
what,
that was throwing it away without really throwing it away.
Yeah, definitely. Because, the intentional ground doesn't exist nowadays. You throw it down the field, 40 yards down the field. Oh, I was throwing it to the guy that was 20 yards off that way. So, but that was that right there. Well, I literally just said the play before. Getting pressure on the quarterback there, as you said, early candidate for Player of the Year. Just right there, you create a 3rd and 5. So now you get to try to create a long field goal or even a turnover in this situation right here.
Yeah, I imagine. What are you thinking? Play action pass is what I'm going with on this.
I could see that. Nope.
Oh, no, they emptied the backfield.
So the question is, they got to get lined up here. They got to get lined up, and they have to play to the sticks right there.
3 to the left, 2 to the
drop.
right. Quarterback looking left, throws over the middle.
There it is.
Tipped in the air and knocked down.
Good play.
Good defense by the Pioneers.
Whoa, and looks like they've got an offensive lineman. Oh, gosh. One thing I never did get, offensive lineman is about 6'3", 6'4". He's attacking a guy who's 5'8", and was like, yeah, did you see that? Did you see that there? But now I love a little competitive fire there. So now we got the biggest play of the day.
4th and 5, and the offense didn't even think about leaving the field. So they're going up for it on 4th and 5.
I know. It's definitely going to watch for something, everything going short right here.
Yeah, watch the running back coming out of the backfield.
Oh,
I think they got the Pioneers.
They got him taking a free play.
Free play, taking a shot, and, dropped. Just flat drop by the wide receiver.
So,
but, again, this was a free play for Grandview.
So now it's going to be 4th. Is that enough for the sticks?
Might give them enough for the first down.
That gets them out. That's the guys to hurt. That is definitely. I don't know if anyone we're tuning into this game. First down.
Yeah, first down. Sticks are moving. Now, unfortunately, on my roster, I've got 2 number 6s that are both sophomore wide receivers for Grandview. So I can't tell you who had that drop.
All right, listen. It doesn't technically count because there was an offside. So we're going
to go. It doesn't count.
We're going to spare you. We're going to spare you on this one. But this one right there, that's going to absolutely drive the coaching staff crazy. They do enough to get off the field. Mental mistake by the receiver on Grandview's part, and now they still have to try to keep them out, try to keep points off the board right here. Grandview's back in a 22 personnel, 1 fullback, 1 running back.
Offset eye if you're a Madden fan.
They'll love it.
Oh, good stick at the line, but still moving as the running back. And able to move the pile forward. That was taking a loss and turning it into a short gain.
All right, listen, that's a win right there for the running back there.
Yeah, he got hit in the backfield, was able to fight through it, bounced a little bit to the right side, was able to take it up a little farther.
Not going to lie, Grandview's offensive linemen are usually towering behemoths, 6'7", 6'8" almost. They're actually a little bit smaller. It looks like Mid-America is just barely smaller up front, so it might be an even matchup in terms of size and athleticism up here. They're back in their 22 personnel, but actually it's in a shotgun formation right here. Watch for the fullback motion. Oh, running back motion.
He's going way out wide. They're going to sling it to him. It's technically a forward pass. 2 Pioneers are there, able to knock him down.
There's actually a good play by the defense there. Keep everything in front of them. It's 3rd and 3. But as we've seen, that Grandview has a propensity to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, 4th down doesn't seem to bother them much.
Number 10, Carlos Hernandez. 3rd down.
All right, 3rd down. 3rd and 4 from the 18-yard line. Again, this drive by Grandview is chewing up a lot of the clock.
It looks like we got bunched out to the right. Look for the run out to the right. Offside. Oh, no. Pass
Drop
play.
back, looking left, slings to the running back out of the backfield. Makes 1 Pioneer miss, but not the next 3.
It looks like
And
we're
they're
gonna
able to
have
knock him
another
down.
4th down here.
4th and short
1.
coming up.
So basically, Grandview's definitely going for this, I would say.
So I'm being told you can hear us, but the chat room is not working.
The chat room is definitely not working. I just checked.
Yeah, oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Because I'm trying to tell you, we're a good time here. Me and Carl's having a good time here right now. It's actually a good game so far in the first quarter. They just it looks like they just subbed out 2 receivers and they just brought in a tight end and a fullback. And it looks like Mid-America does the same by sending another defensive lineman into the game.
Leads me to believe that there's a run coming up on this play.
Potentially, I would say a bootleg. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
There's the run. Up the middle, up the gut. Oh, chased down, still on his feet. Trying to swing it out to the right and knock down for a minimal gain, but enough for the first down. That's going to move the sticks. It's good work by the Pioneers. For a moment, I thought that was going to just go straight up the middle and all the way to the end zone.
Yes.
I enjoy being wrong.
No, listen, I love being wrong whenever Mid-America is the benefits of that. The question is like now what are you going to do? Now you're inside the 15-yard line. You have to either bow up or shut up in this sense right here. Looks like they're going.
Just know it's Ollie Scott who is handling so far the
running back
bulk of the
duty.
duties for running back. I do try and, oh boy, there's a run.
Right
Touched
up the
and right
middle.
up the middle. That's a touchdown for Grandview.
Number 26.
That's the aforementioned Ollie Scott. And I know I get static sometimes from opposing players, families and fans, whatnot. Got to remember, we don't know these folks until they actually show up here at the arena. So, Ollie Scott, I'm throwing the name out there so you guys are happy.
There you go. With his first, it was his first touchdown of the year. Do we know that?
That I don't know. I was trying to do a little bit of research on Grandview, and I certainly am not knocking anyone for this because I understand it's a very full-time job. They do not have running stats for the season on their website, at least not that I could find.
Okay.
So I could see what they did last week, and they had a great game against Baker, but I could not find totals for the season.
So after a near 4th down stop with a drop pass, we had an offsides penalty. Grandview converts 2 4th downs, and now they are now up 7-0 in the first quarter with 4:37 left in the first quarter.
So what's your coach telling you when you come off the field? You guys it was a long drive, it chewed up a lot of clock, ends in a touchdown. What's coach telling you guys at this point?
At this point right now, he's just saying that he's obviously disappointed they allowed points on the board because they actually had them stopped. It's just about discipline. Staying, if you're on the defensive line, you should never jump off sides. You're literally looking at the ball. He's probably saying something along the lines, we have to be disciplined. And then not only that, they got to get their run fits together. It looks like they're going to use their running backs quite often in this game, so whoever has the running back responsibilities, it looks like they are going to be in for a full-time job tonight.
It's going to be a long day.
Yes, it is. And just right now, we're running our last man on the kick return team, like right there. You have to know when your number's called. So
that was either, let's see, Pledger or Owalabi. Came on late. Here's a good kick, low line drive.
it looks like it's going to go in the back of the end zone.
And it hits the end zone. Sorry, infield. Jeez.
Infield, you get it.
Yeah, one of them, they're sports.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
I know some of those words.
Touchback is what's called. Ball coming out to the 25-yard line. That's where the Pioneer offense is looking to take over.
So the question is now with Mid-America, do you stay in the same personnel you were last drive? You actually got almost to the 50-yard line there. Looks like they're coming out with
Atkins is heading back under center. And then in the backfield with him is Wilridge. Wilridge now seeing his first minutes. As on that opening drive, it was Manning handling the backfield duties.
It looks like we're in 31 personnel here. Motion out the running back.
They're going to fake the handoff, throw it out wide, and that's a drop.
See, that one right there, that's an easy pitch and catch right there. Got to get the ball up there.
Javante Martin with the drop on the play. It was a low pass, but manageable.
Yes.
And Martin just couldn't get his hands underneath of it. Heard the footsteps of the defender coming, although he had a little space.
Yeah, a little bit. If he was able to catch it, he might have been able to make a miss. Might be still running at this point.
Well, that'd be all right. Let's do that. Willridge now joins Atkins in the backfield. And they're going to fake the handoff. Same play again. Another low pass, and I think another incomplete. So we're consistent.
Yes, there's definitely nerves at this point. But the question is the running back taking an extra step, or is the quarterback just not getting it there? Obviously, we're just seeing the end result. The quarterback, you just got to get that ball there. If he's taking an extra step, you just got to get it there. Use a little bit more arm strength.
All right, so after two failures on that play, it's 3rd and 10. Atkins in a different lineup. They're going to play action. Atkins looking, airs it out over the middle, has a man.
And
he's off to the races. And that is see you later, Caleb Tanis. Atkins to Tanis for 75 yards. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Obviously, Blake did not like that. He said, you want me to put some air on this ball? I definitely got you on this one.
Yeah, it wasn't me throwing short. Watch this.
So right before the play was actually about to happen, you could tell that Grandview did not respect MNU's deep passing game. They had it was basically no safeties back, and all of a sudden, we got a touchdown on the other end.
Yeah, and you could see it. Tanis got a step over the middle, and he was gone.
It was a beautiful ball, beautiful catch. Now we are going for a tie here, extra point.
Good snap. Good placement. The kick is up. And the kick is good. This ties it up in the first quarter with 4:17 remaining. A quick strike by the Pioneer offense. Only the 3rd play of that drive. It goes for 75 yards and a touchdown. Atkins to Tanis. And we've got a brand new ball game.
So here's the thing. Like, you don't have the defense. It's just obviously they getting their little coaching on the sideline. Offense, what they're going through right now, I have no idea what those first 2 plays was. But let's continue that 3rd play. Let's do that over and over and over again.
Right. We were just getting warmed up a little bit, Didn't have enough pregame warm-up. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're going to go with that.
Yes. But now the defense goes right back on the field after only 3 plays and a score.
Yeah, they didn't get much time to rest on that. And again, as we've mentioned, it is hot down there, and the Pioneers didn't do any favors by wearing the blues.
It's either the blue or the red, but trust me, the blues is the man. Them blues, I don't know. I didn't have the red jerseys, but definitely if I had to pick and choose, that dark blue jersey on 95 degrees.
It just looks painful.
Oh yes, it does.
It just looks painful.
At least they got the white pants. I remember we had dark blue jerseys, dark blue pants.
Ouch. I'm in the booth in a polo, and even I'm hot. So
Listen, we got the fans going, guys. Trust me, we are definitely. As soon as we step outside, drenched.
Yep.
Kickoff.
Another low line drive. This is going to sail over the return man. Oh, he fields it at the 1, slips at the goal line.
Got to get contained, and
trying to move up the middle. Ooh, there we go. Well, that looked dangerous for a moment, but taken down. This is going to be placed around the 20-yard line. We'll see what the officials come up with. Pioneers are trying to say they came up with the ball. The official having none of it. Blew the play dead. I'm combining words. And so, no chance of a turnover on this.
Even on that one, that was a chance for a big play. Even though the starting field position is a little less than what it would be at the 25, you had them pinned down in the 10-yard line, but a lot of whiff tackles right there. Nice rallying, though. So now they're still good field position by the MNU defense there.
Grandview is going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's where the Vikings offense now heads out onto the field. Pioneer defense a little late getting out there. They need to get lined up.
Looks like we are back in 30. Looks like 41 personnel. A lot of tight ends, a lot of tight-knit receivers there. Motion there.
In a motion. They fake the handoff, looking to go long distance themselves.
Ooh.
Pass over the middle, out of the reach of the receiver. And that falls incomplete.
You know that word we talked about earlier, that pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Phillip White right there stops a big play right there. If he had all day, he might still be running on that play.
That was Bennett Spry, who was not able to come up with that pass. Got a hand on it, but couldn't pull it in as he was fully extended. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Viking offense. Still at the 21-yard line. Empty backfield.
Grandview's doing a good job. A lot of people might be looking at this game, why don't we send more pressure? The way that Grandview splits are, they got to have enough people out to defend those guys, so that's why they cannot be blitzing.
Look near side. There was 2 wide receivers, only 1 defender for the Pioneers, so they quickly sling it left side. I'm wondering what happened there with the Pioneers, but you could see.
It's definitely getting aligned right now. You can definitely see the defensive coordinator subbing someone out, changing their defense here.
Pioneers actually a little fortunate they didn't just get burned on that play.
Yeah, that one, they definitely outflanked you naturally just by not lining up. Half the battle of football is literally just lining up. So now we are at the 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looks like we got Grandview back again with their lone running back. Looks like 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Play action pass.
Bootlegging out to the right, and he's got no defenders around. This is bad news for the Pioneers. First down and more. And breaks an arm tackle and fortunately steps out of bounds.
That was definitely a long touchdown waiting to happen.
It was. And see, this was to number 86. We'll get you that here in just a moment.
TJ Curran?
Coonan, I believe, and that's the tight end. It looked like the tight end coming across the field. And he's going to be kicking himself right now for not scoring on that, as it's just one edge of a toe stepped out of bounds.
He does all game. All he does is block and kick people out, kick the defensive ends out, and he has a one chance for a long touchdown run. He's definitely going to be hitting himself over that in film.
And up here in the booth, you can even see that he is a big boy. Here's a nice run up the middle, misdirection, and this could go for the touchdown. No, taken down in the open field, but a great run, good gain. And the offense is really starting to click now for Grandview as they are trying to answer the Pioneer score and bringing it down. And this is Hill with the run. It was a good run. Pioneers defense looks out of sort. I see someone over there yelling at the coach.
And Troy just runs off the field. 36 is back out on the field.
36 was asking for a sub and is almost doubled over.
Oh, gosh.
This is Jacob Teat.
This is one of the moments where a coach, even though you don't want to burn a timeout right here, it's the first half, you might have to burn one.
I mean, he's struggling and he's out of position right now. He's going to have to try and hustle over. Again, if Grandview sees this, they're going to try and strike deep. It looks like he's back as safety. Man in motion.
Jet sweep.
All right. Fortunately for the Pioneers, he runs into two defenders, taken down for a minimal gain. But the Pioneers have got to get their package figured out here. Which one are they going with? 36 still trying to get off the field. And they're still not letting them.
No, they're not. This is what the hurry-up offense does to you. Definitely defense is discombobulated. In fact, let me see if I can get their defensive formation and see what type of front they're in right now.
Well, good luck identifying it because they're not lined up in anything right now.
So we might have two safeties deep.
1.5 because Tate is hurt or winded. One of the two.
Looks like we got a cover three shell right here. So that means cover three is primary offense.
They sling it quickly out to the side. They have a blocker, and this is going to be to the house. Pioneer defense was never involved in this play. Oh, they're going to mark him out at the 1 yard line.
If you didn't see that block up there, if you ever see a receiver block right there, unfortunately, I don't know what jersey it was from Mid-America.
We're going to go ahead and not call out who that was, who just got annihilated, got blown up as the wide receiver just cleared out room for the runner.
That's when you do a wide receiver screen, that's what you want your receivers to do.
Yeah, and again, the Pioneers they weren't even ready for the ball to be snapped on that play.
On this one, expect a quick run to the left here.
Absolutely. This drive is just eating up the Pioneers down in this heat.
Left, motion to the right.
And he cuts it in, and there we go. That's touchdown. Touchdown, Grandview. And I do believe this was their standard running back who ran this one in. Oh, nope. They called a different number. It's hard to tell from up here who it is. That's a touchdown for Casey Hill. Casey Hill with the touchdown run from 1 yard out for Grandview. They have now extended their lead with 1:14 remaining in the first quarter. Extra point pending. Everybody lined up. Good snap, good placement. The kick is up.
And that's a no good.
That looked it did. Okay, they're saying it was good. Boy, from up here, it looked like it was no good.
It definitely looked like it was wide left, didn't it?
That's what I thought, too. But they called it good, so that's going to extend the Viking lead. It's 14-7 in the last few moments of the first quarter. And now the defense needs to come off the field, grab a drink, and get yourselves together.
So if you guys can see the camera angle, there's a bench that is literally cat-a-corner to each other. They're facing in right now. That's where the defense is heading right now. On this one, I don't even know. I don't want to be on the benches on this one. Literally, Grandview's doing whatever they want, whenever they want.
Yeah, they sure were on that last drive. At no point in time was Grandview having any difficulty moving the ball against the Pioneers. That is detrimental to our cause of pulling a huge upset, as Grandview this week was moved to number 4 in the rankings. So it is a good day to be a Grandview fan. Well, you know what? Maybe I figured out the problem here.
Was you able to figure out the group chat?
Well, I see it here. Remember, there was a problem where things got a little mixed up between soccer and, let's see. Well, no, I don't know what this is. There's just a lot going on right now. But I did find our stream. At least it's going. Here's a kick.
Nice line
geez.
drive.
This is
He does not have to bring it out the end zone. Oh,
Oh, but he does. He's at the 5, at the 10, in a world of trouble at the 8. And down goes the return man for the Pioneers. Whoopsies. That was a problem.
Yes. On that particular play right there, as the a new rule in college football, if you touch the ball in the field of play before it goes to the end zone, as long as you just kneel the ball in the back of the end zone or in the end zone, you can still get the ball at the 25. So it's a very obscure rule. A lot of return men, knowing that rule will save you a lot of yards, save your offense some trouble there.
You say that. The problem was that he got that hand on it before the end zone. Yeah, I would have. I probably instinctually would have done the same thing. Oh, I touched it. I better return it.
No, absolutely. We got motion right here.
They fake the sweep, get a handoff up the middle.
Ooh, that was a nice hole right there.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get through. Taken down by the last man. Couldn't quite get to the second level, but still a decent run for the Pioneers up the middle as they keep the clock moving. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter.
The question is Mid-America is able to do the same thing that Grandview's offense was doing to their defense. Keep the tempo going, make it to where they don't get lined up.
Well, not going to lie, a quick 3 and out is not going to do any good for the Pioneer defense, who are gassed.
Oh.
And winded. There's another run, taken down right at the sticks.
That's enough for a first down there.
Indeed it is. They're going to move the chains. So Pioneer offense trying to give the defense as much time as they can in this heat to rest and recover. Pioneers, so far, only running the ball. They were able to score on a long throw through the air. We'll see how long it is until they decide to take another chance.
Based on how their alignment is, Grandview is definitely keeping everything in front of them right now. So, the big plays can happen today. It looks like they don't have deep safeties right now. Everyone's playing within 8 and 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. So, one good move of a receiver can be bombs away again.
And if you look down here near side to us, it's one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom. And look, the safeties are all going to the other side of the field.
The question is, do you take the shot here?
Well, I do, but they don't pay me to coach. You say the Pioneers, if you keep an eye down at the bottom, Javante Martin has had single coverage on him all game. We're going to see how long it takes before Atkins realizes it, sees it, and then tries to capitalize on it.
Sometimes you just need as an offensive coordinator, the question is, do you just scrap what you have written, or do you have the quarterback check and just take a shot down the field?
Yeah, how much faith do you think they put in the quarterback? I mean, you played at MNU. When you had your quarterback, did they give him kind of carte blanche to call plays at the line, change things how he saw fit?
Oh, I definitely. It depends on who the quarterback was. We had a couple quarterbacks under the line of under the center. We had Trent Hedlund. He had full capacity to do whatever he wanted. Mm-hmm. We also had Jacob, who was definitely one of more of an athlete. He did a little bit of everything, running and passing. We also had Brian Marty. Also a great guy, smart guy. So it just really depends on how much they comprehend the playbook and then see and know what type of plays they can actually do from that formation there. Because right there, if you have a single receiver and there's no safety out there, if I trust that one-on-one matchup, if it's 1st and 10, I'm taking the shot there. If I'm a quarterback, if I have enough confidence in my receiver, I'm taking that shot there.
So we're going to mosey on down to the other side of the field, flip the fields here after the first quarter. Got the band out there playing. I certainly would not want to try and play a trumpet that's been sitting in the sun all afternoon.
Oh, no, I walked past that trumpet. I felt the heat from halfway across the bleacher on that.
That'll melt your lips.
Looks like they definitely changed their looks like same thing. They do not respect MNU's deep passing game. They either think their defensive line can get there with their pressure.
Yeah, their deepest man is only 10 yards away from the ball. And let's see, here's a run. Can't bounce outside. Now taken down by 3 Vikings. I believe that was Manning. Indeed it was. And that is not going to go on this highlight reel. That looked like it hurt.
Yes, it did.
Changes being made for Grandview. New players hustling in, some hustling off. Pioneers, again, going no huddle. But I wouldn't call this a hurry-up. Got 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Atkins with 1 man. That's Manning in the backfield with him.
4 receivers, 1 running back. And they're bailing.
Oh, here comes the pressure. Throws it over the middle. Has a man. Taken down by 2 Vikings. So pass complete. Not enough for the first down. This is going to bring up 4th down.
And the punt team is heading off to the field right now.
Slowly. There, now the offense comes off. I think the offense was going to try and lobby to maybe go for it.
Definitely didn't want to do that. They've been driving the ball pretty deep, and 20, 30 yards is definitely not a good distance for the defense right now.
So 4th and 4, punt unit on the field. Punt's going to get away from about the 15-yard line. That's where the punter is placed. So he's really going to have to try and put a boot into this one and back up that Viking offense. Boy, they're bringing everybody.
Oh.
Look at that. Full house coming. And here they all come. Blocked. Grandview blocks the punt. down at the 5-yard line, and that is where Grandview will take over. Unfortunate turn of events that we absolutely saw coming.
Unfortunately. On that one, when they literally have everyone at the line of scrimmage, you have to tighten up those splits. It looks like it was about 3 Vikings that chose to see who wanted to get the block. They said, you block it, you block it. That one is definitely – special teams has bitten them in the butt twice now.
Yep. So Grandview is going to take over on offense from the – I think they placed the ball at the 6-yard line because that 1 yard is going to make all the difference. Here I thought it was down at the 5. And the offense for Grandview already back on the field. They got to be licking their lips at this point. And the Pioneer defense thinking, oh boy. All right, so I'm sure you've been in this situation before. What are you personally thinking as you're trotting onto the field right now?
We're thinking, let's just make a play so we can get off this field right now. Unfortunately, if defensive coordinator, you might just want it, since they're already so close, they're having a good day, might want to try to send something what we consider a bomb blitz or send an extra guy, just trying to make it to where they can at least do just a field goal versus a touchdown here.
Pioneers have a lot of people back. I think the run is going to be a problem. Indeed, they do run it. And reaches for the pylon. I think they're putting him out at the 1.
1 or 2 yard line. His foot was out of bounds there.
So I think the Pioneers gave him way too much space on that. A lot of guys had to try and chase down the runner. So he was able to get most of it. Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. It is at the 1.
Yes.
Well, he said at the onset of this broadcast it was going to take a Herculean effort from the Pioneers to stay in this game. Again, Grandview, ranked number 4, undefeated on the season. They're a good squad.
Look for a fullback dive here. They might try to get the run at the
quarterback's going to keep it. Nope. They're going to hand it off and run up the middle. And that's in for the touchdown. Another touchdown for the Vikings. Sorry, I saw bodies flying all over the place. Now a late flag comes in. I imagine the touchdown will stand. This might be some extracurricular activities after the play.
So the question is on this play, the receiver and the defensive lineman were definitely throwing each other around on that play. So the question is, by definition, wouldn't that be holding by the offensive lineman?
You would think so.
No.
Yeah. Might get some unsportsmanlike after the play.
That one's definitely, they're both trying to win it, trying to win the play right there. But then also that means that holding is either missed or there should be a defensive penalty. Let's just call it good. Touchdown. Next play.
No, I refuse to believe that a holding penalty is missed by an official ever in any sport.
They just choose not to throw it, huh?
You watch every NFL game. There's holding on every single play. We could have nothing but flags, but
exactly.
Thank goodness they don't do that. Good snap. Good placement. Extra point is up, and it is good. This is going to extend the Grandview lead. It's now 21-7 in the early goings of the second quarter, as we're now trying to tick down to halftime. Pioneer offense stalled, led to a blocked punt, which now leads to a touchdown after a couple plays by Grandview.
So other than the big missed, blown coverage or what you want to call it by Grandview's end, this is actually Grandview's played almost a perfect game right here, huh?
Yeah, I would say you're right, and I think you're more correct of they haven't put a lot of respect into the arm of the Pioneers, and so I'm sure they were willing to kind of accept that touchdown. Okay, we got beat, but we're still stopping everything else.
Yes, so the question is, Mid-America might have to scrap the offensive game plan. If you go into this game and you're thinking, hey, let's do a balance, run and attack, try to get everyone the ball. If I have a one-on-one matchup and I see that they're playing 10 yards off and they're not backing up, not respecting my receiver's speed, that might be the one way to try to get back into this game, because if it seems like if you try to keep everything in front, Grandview's having everyone up front.
Mm-hmm. Well, and football logic will tell you that when you're down by 2 touchdowns, you got to start airing it out.
Yeah, running the ball is going to do you too much good today. If you want to do it to try to keep them honest, let's do that. But it looks a high kick up here, so it looks like we might have a decent return here.
Yeah, little chip shot fielded at the 5.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, there's everybody taken down at the 15-yard line. Tell you, I thought we were going to have a better return than that, but credit to Grandview special teams. They were down there and snuffed that play out quickly.
Well, this the most craziest unit on the team is probably punt return and kick return, because literally the kickoff team and the punt team, they're coming in like kamikazes.
Yeah.
You literally have to be crazy to run at someone full speed when they're trying to catch your speed, and it looks like Grandview's team was definitely the better, more aggressive one on that one.
Yes, in my brief playing period, I did enjoy special teams, so might say a lot about me.
And again, safety's not even backing up more than 10, 15 yards.
Atkins, boy, he had time, couldn't find anyone, steps forward in the pocket, but still gets taken down. That's going to be a sack on the play. Atkins, the clock in his head had to have been going off. It had to have been ringing because he was back there all day.
But he's also must have been hearing, the coaches are probably either hearing what we're saying as well, because as you clearly can see, number 5 was down the field, and that was number Caleb.
Caleb Tanis.
He was the only receiver that was more than 20 yards down the field. They might need to put another receiver out there because they definitely had a shot.
There's a little pass to the tight end. Too many moves, too much east to west, not enough north to south. So it's going to gain a few yards, but Pioneer's still looking at a third and very long. And about 8 yards.
I mean, it looks like that's a young player right there. Sometimes you guys just know what you bring to the. You got to know what you bring to the table. If you got more wiggle than sizzle, then just go more with the sizzle and no wiggle there.
And I don't think tight ends have a lot of sizzle.
Not very many. You got.
Oh boy, we missed a chance. Boy, they jumped across, but we didn't snap the ball.
You said we
might have almost had him.
Yes, the similar situation that cost us our first touchdown of the day, actually.
Yep. Atkins looks. This play looks dead before it even happens. Atkins was kind of confused. There. Throws a little shoulder shimmy in there, rolls to the side, comes across the middle. Way to find a man. Flag down. I believe this is going to come back with holding. As it is right now, first down for the Pioneers. Ball taken up to the 40-yard line. But again, the flag in the backfield worries me only slightly a lot.
Caleb threw his hands up, so I think he already knows what the play is.
Pioneers offense now walking back, and indeed called on the Pioneers. So a good gain wiped away by the penalty.
So literally at this point, as an offensive coordinator, after everything that's gone wrong, he's definitely thinking, do we try to get the first down even though it's going to be 3rd and 17, or do we try to just, get in 4th and manageable to get the punt team? Because, nothing bad can happen on the punt team.
No. Special teams is spot on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So the question is, Grandview looks like they're going to be in a cover 2 shell. Cover 2 shell, if you guys are not familiar with football, have 2 safeties that are going to take half the field each. Watch number 25 and 3 bail on this play here.
Pioneers send a man in motion. Up the field they go. They throw it over the middle to the Pioneers. This will not be enough for the first down, just trying to get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. Allow their punter a little more room. This is going to look almost identical to the punt we had earlier that was blocked. However, you can imagine that the Pioneers are going to maybe put a little more emphasis on punt protection.
Looks like they changed their...
They're putting 2 guys back with them now to try and get anyone who gets through the line.
This one right here is part of what I said earlier in the first quarter is like always knowing when to line up. So right now Grandview's in a similar punt block formation, but because of the splits itself, it's going to be pretty difficult. So basically the 2 back men have to catch whoever's coming up the middle here.
Anyone who gets through that line, that's up to them. They send one ahead. Oh boy, he had to rush that punt. Came off the toe. And out of bounds it goes at Grandview's 40-yard line. So the Pioneers are able to get them back in their own territory, even if only for a moment. It's going to be first down at the 40 for Grandview as their offense returns to the field, having a good day. Nothing flashy. They've just been very consistent moving the ball down the field.
Well, whenever you get to just do whatever you want to do, they can run the ball for 5 yards a pop, pass the ball for almost as many yards as they want. No deep shots, though. I will say about MNU, they have kept all the deep shots in front of them. They've just not been able to rally up to the ball for short gains.
Apparently they saw what Sullivan did last week against Baker, and they're not going to allow anything deep, but it has definitely opened up the shorter game for the running backs to feast.
Yes. Looks like we're back in 31 personnel, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Looks like we got 1 lone running back, plus the quarterback, obviously. Looks like Mid-America changed up their formation here, tightened it down here, trying to stop the run.
You're going to run up the middle, boy, and I tell you, don't tell them that, because as soon as they realize that the Pioneers are inching forward, that's where it's going to go zinging over the top. Pioneers could be in a world of trouble.
Yes. See, 7 yards a pop on first down. Now pretty much the playbook is completely wide open. It was already open, it seemed like, anyway. Mid-America getting lined up here. Looks like they got 3 defensive linemen. 3 defensive linemen.
And at no point has Grandview been in a hurry.
Oh.
And they're going to hand it off, but able to break the first tackle now through the first down and more into Pioneer territory.
That one got to kill you because when you dial up the blitz, they had them stopped in the backfield, able to break it off. And we got a guy waving off right now.
This is Ali Scott, who was able to come up with the first down for Grandview. Sullivan right now 10 for 13 for 96 yards. Again, 10 for 13, impressive. 96 yards, okay.
You know, it's like a standard day at the office.
Ollie Scott, 5 rushes for 34 yards thus far in the game. Casey Hill, 2 for 24. Felix King, 3 for 12. Gates, 2 for 6. And Spry, 1 for 5. So they're all over the ground. Now Sullivan keeps it. Let's see, did he get back to the line of scrimmage? I'm thinking he did. I don't think this will count as a sack. A very small gain on Sullivan keeping the ball. Over for the Pioneers, Blake Atkins is 5 for 9 for 106 yards, 1 touchdown. Manning has 7 attempts for 28 yards. Willridge, 2 attempts for 5. Atkins has 1 rushing attempt for -2. That's called getting sacked. So the Pioneers' offensive numbers not terrible.
It's not. They've been moving the ball pretty consistent, but the turnovers, penalties have been just stalling the drives there.
Yep, stalled drives. That seems to be the problem.
On that one, that looks like a broken play by the quarterback, actually, one of his few mistakes of the day.
He's going to drop back, throws it over the middle, has a man, makes a move. Pioneers defense able to hold on to him. And they're going to place this ball at the 35-yard line. This will be short of the first down, but not by a lot.
Looks like we got number 9 down on the field, though, Phillip White.
Yeah, Pioneers have been having players dropping all over the place. And a timeout is called. I do believe this might have been called by the Pioneers. And this might just be to get people.
Now, this is what we consider. A lot of coaches would consider this a kill shot right here, because if you can go up 21 points right here,
Yeah.
with only 8 minutes not even left in the game.
No, I mean, we're still in the first half. Yeah.
In the first half, and then you get ball back
Yeah.
in the second half, you're pretty much dictating the rest of this game at this point. So just a big stop right here would be beneficial to the team. Looks like we got the one fullback. He's the tail right here. Wherever he motions, that's where the running back is going to go. So watch for the motion, quick motion right here.
Set up left side right now. Let's see if he stays that way. Yep. They sling it out wide. Caught by the receiver, breaks a tackle, but not the second one. Pushed out of bounds, has the first down by plenty. Keeps the drive alive for the Vikings as they are marching down towards the end zone. Pioneer defense just gassed out there right now. I'm going to blame the blue uniforms.
Looks like number 50 trotting off the field right now.
He's cramping. That's definitely a cramp.
Yep.
So checking in is Denzel Mina for the Pioneers. Now another timeout is called.
Let me tell you how old I am on this one. Denzel Mina. Played with him my last year, actually. So the fact that he is still running around.
Oh.
6-5 does not count as a losing.
That is not a losing season.
There you go.
Nope.
There you go.
Yeah, things kind of went downhill after that.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you're unfamiliar, and this is for any Grandview people who might be listening, the Pioneers, not that you really care, have gone through several coaching changes in the last few years, and it's really hard to gain momentum when you've got a new guy coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. And so it's I don't know, is it safe to say the Pioneers are in full-blown rebuild mode right now?
The question is the rebuild can't happen until you get a guy that actually wants to stay for longer.
We do have a first-year head coach right now.
Yeah, right now, yes. So now we are first and 10 at the
23.
Play action pass.
Rolls
Look
out
for
to
the
the
wheel
right,
route,
throws left.
and
Oh,
it's
boy.
beautiful.
And there's the little stutter step, spins around into the end zone.
It's coming back. Looks like we have an eligible offensive lineman down the field on that one.
Well, thank you, offensive lineman.
Either holding or an eligible man downfield. You could definitely tell what type of play it was when you saw the receiver just stopping their tracks on the right side of the field. He was like, oh, that definitely means something is on the other way.
All right, the official going to let us know what it is. Ineligible downfield. This is going to be on Grandview. pushes him backwards, so take that touchdown off the board.
That one kind of sucks on that one because you literally draw that one up. It's not a trick play, but it's definitely misdirection there. You do everything right. Offensive lineman just gets a little bit more aggressive, just waddles down the field, and obviously holding an ineligible offensive lineman down the field can happen almost every play. It's basically 3 or 4 yards. So.
Yeah, the ineligible rule, and it's such a judgment call by the official. But I guess they have the one specifically looking for that infraction.
So we got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back.
They're going to hand this off the right side through the first level into the second level. Still on his feet and moving, and already back up to darn near the first down marker.
You start 1st and 15 and able to get 15 yards on 1st and 15 is just demoralizing for a defense. Just demoralizing.
So I do believe Reese Portugal is who was credited with that run.
Let me go ahead and show someone else's age. Reese Portugal, also someone I played with, redshirt freshman. Great young man for the program as well. Body transformation. Definitely looks way different than he did. Tore his ACL actually his first year.
Oof.
Yeah, so he's able to just battle back over and over again.
Sorry. Yeah, it was Portugal credited with the tackle. I said that incorrectly. Apologies.
You're right.
All right, here.
Oh,
what a spin move. But not able to get too far ahead, but that's going to be enough for the first down. Good run by Grandview. The Pioneers had him bottled up in the backfield, but just kept moving and spinning. Was able to come up with the first down yardage.
Right now, it looks like Mid-America's defense right now. They're just playing the game. One of the OG coaches, Theodis Brown, used to always say you get put in a position to make a play, make a game-changing play. Right there, tackle him in the backfield, 3rd and 4 right here. Now you got a 1st and 10 inside your 10-yard line right here. So
yep. They are coming up to the end zone. That was Casey Hill with the last run that got the first down. Again, Grandview has done nothing flashy today. They are just plugging away.
Look for the fade route here.
Into the end zone. Well, he looked out of bounds to me. Okay, incomplete pass is the ruling on the field. I said, that was close. I don't think he got a foot down. Indeed not. And that was not on the receiver. The quarterback just overthrew it by a hair.
Yes. It was actually good coverage. It was actually a great pitch and catch there, but just couldn't get his feet down by number 85. And that was his one play, it looks like. He doesn't seem like he plays very often.
See, I've got that as Gerald Sama. So that was who that was. The throw was to. Now back under center are the Vikings. Looks like it's still Hill in the backfield. Man in motion.
Jet sweep.
They give it to him.
See
Stutter
that?
step.
See.
Pioneers are there, though. They're able to knock it down for a minimal gain. And that was Spry with the carry.
Kyle, it seems like you watch a lot of football right here. If you're the defensive coordinator, what do you do on this play? It's 1st and 10.
You're asking the guy who talks? Oh, my goodness.
Man, I love the man who talks, man. It's 3rd and 9. They can get the first down within the 1-yard line. Do you play it safe, stay at the sticks, or do you try to create a play in the backfield right here?
I kind of think we're at the point you have to try and create something because they're not going to just mess up. They're not just going to somehow flub this drive. Pioneers are going to have to make something happen.
Watch the QB draw on this one. That was definitely a QB draw.
Yeah, they had space everywhere.
Yeah, they just spaced everyone out, and it was going to have number 13 call his own number right there.
Yep. But instead, Grandview wants to talk it over. Timeout taken by Grandview. As apparently they didn't like something they saw from the defensive set of the Pioneers. Or, maybe they were just really scared.
Very, very much so, because sometimes in America, you never know what they lined up in. You never know. They might try to do everything at you, Just send everybody.
I say that is always a very risky play, but such a reward when it works out. When you just send the house and you're able to come up with that sack.
Exactly.
Oh, it's beautiful as a fan, anyway.
Yes. It's actually kind of funny. You ever sit there and watch the game and they see that they sent 7, you're like, oh man, they sent 7. They was able to get them. That definitely means someone was wide open. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Someone was open. You just got to them quicker. But then, of course, people want that every play. Well, why don't we do that every play? Because they will carve you up.
Exactly. Did you not see what Tom Brady did to the Dallas Cowboys, unfortunately?
Yes, I did, because he's on my fantasy football team.
Oh, listen, I had, I had Russell. He definitely helped me out.
Well, yeah, he kind of had a day.
Yeah, he had 4 touchdowns. Russell does what he does.
Yeah, that's all right.
But now he said, but they're not as good as the guy we got in the hometown. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. Just his birthday the other day. Actually, yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. He showed up at the Kane Brown concert. celebrated with the crowd wherever they were. I think it was at Sprint Center, T-Mobile Center, or wherever it was.
What are the cell phone place? The cell phone.
Yeah,
place.
the cell phone arena.
The cell phone arena there. Now back to Mid-American Grandview. We got a timeout. We got 3rd and 8 at the 9-yard line. Grandview driving again.
They're still spreading out.
And a similar formation, so now they're just going to motion into it.
Hill comes out of the backfield. So the quarterback all alone back there. I do think he's just calling his own number on this play.
Watch number 12 right here.
Tuck it and go. Nope, he's going to throw. Has a man. Can he turn the corner? The official says. The officials confer.
He fumbles the ball, so it really just shouldn't matter. Is that the touchback?
Oh, the touchback. He fumbles it out of the back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchback. Touchdown denied by the Pioneer defense. I think they got lucky on that.
Hey, listen, I call it whichever you want.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I thought it was more out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but it turns out it went in the back of the end zone, so we're just going to go off that.
Yeah, to be fair, we are really far away up here in the booth, so we'll go with what the official says.
Exactly.
This time, unless I just completely disagree with the official.
So basically, when I proposed that last shot for you, Kyle, I said, "Here, watch number 12. It was a whip route. He actually was about to score on that play, but a great defensive stop right there. And obviously reaches the ball out, fumbles the ball out for a touchback there. So the question is, as a defensive coordinator, that was everything you wished for on that one?
Sure was.
But at the same time, it's definitely something where you're just like, when you said Grandview's not going to mess up, that was one of those, they just messed up.
That's why I do the talking and not the playing.
Now you're good. Oh,
Manning's got some space,
okay.
Trying to create, runs into 2 Grandview defenders.
Nice 6-yard game on first down.
And Pioneers need that. Still plenty of time left here in the second quarter as we have 5:20 remaining before halftime.
If you're ever wondering, me and Kyle are definitely, you say we should be biased here, MNU ties here, but we're just honest with the commentary here. Actually, MNU has a chance to get right back in this game right here. One quick touchdown right here. It's only a 7-point game here.
And the Pioneers will get the ball to start. Oh, no, they will not. I'm sorry. Grandview gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
And this run balled up right at the line.
3rd and 3 right here.
Yep. Now, see, I know Grandview does have their broadcast team here. So if you
right.
want the Grandview point of view, you can turn on their broadcast. But I think they're audio only. So if you're listening, you have to deal with our moderate homerism.
Just a tad bit.
As we both are MNU alums, and so.
So Blake has a chance to try to get the ball.
And a false start called. Boy, the entire defense saw that one.
Yes.
I think even before the official realized it.
That's the thing, man. If you're going to be a tackle, if you're going to take your time to get down, just take your time to get down, man. Because if you go ahead and flinch a little bit, it just takes 3 big, ugly defensive linemen to point at you, and then all of a sudden the ref is like, oh, maybe you did jump offside. It's flag.
Well, I'm not going to tell a defensive lineman no.
Exactly.
They'll hurt me.
So now we go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. So literally the last 2 plays were for naught at this point now. Changes your whole attack right here.
It's 3rd and long. They fake the handoff to Manning. Looking left side, boy, that pass was way behind. There is nothing the receiver could do on that one, so that's going to bring up 4th down. This drive stalls quickly as Tanis he's fortunate to get a hand on it. The pass was way far behind him.
So the question on that one, that play was actually a little funky. We had 2 receivers in the same area. It looks like they ran similar routes, 2 out routes. That's not good because it just takes one corner just to figure out that's what the play is, and that's easily a pick 6 the other way there.
Do you think Tanis was trying to run a curl?
Definitely looks like he ran a different route than Blake threw. Let's put it like that. Blake thought he was going to do something, and then someone was right, but more than likely the quarterback is, oh gosh.
High snap, oh boy.
That was definitely
sent away, but this is going to be returned. Already to the Pioneer 40, knocked out of bounds. This is going to be put out about the 37-yard line. So starting the drive deep into Pioneer territory is going to be the Viking offense. Boy, they're moving it up to the 36. This
back with 3 defensive linemen.
Well, don't you think Grandview really tries to get one in the end zone before the end of half here?
Oh, no, absolutely.
I don't see them taking this easy.
No, this one right here, they're trying to be as quick as possible.
Right. Yeah, I expect they're going to take a chance. Quick wide receiver screen out to the side. Boy, they've got room and off to the races. Look at that guy. He's just so much bigger than all our defensive backs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. After 2012, after high school, it felt like I was still a moderately sized human being as a man here. And then literally after that, it just seems like there's just a different size
of athlete?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that receiver, he looks like he's bigger than the defensive lineman on the MNU's team, right?
I mean, look at him. You can see him walking behind his bench. He towers over everyone. I can still see him.
That is Brandon Martin, actually, 6'4". So, yeah, he's actually taller than every defensive lineman that's on the field right now.
Big guy. All right, first down for the Vikings. Empty backfield. Throwing over the middle. Has a man. Down at the 5. Oh, boy, nice move. Towards the end zone. And down at the 1. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, not that would ever happen, but I do believe this was Bennett Spry who had the catch over the middle. Now, he had the fumble that ended the last drive,
and
they went right back to him.
He's definitely got some Cole Beasley there because he definitely had a little bit more wiggle than sizzle on that one.
Yes, little Cole Beasley. Yeah, if Jared or Josh Allen could go ahead and pick up his production this week, that would just be great.
You did not do a little.
I've got him in another league. So.
Not a little fantasy plug there.
No, not at all. Nope, not me.
Running back.
And just spins right into the end zone. That's touchdown for the Vikings. As we said, it would have been silly for them not to try and score quickly to get another one put in the end zone before halftime. And to be 100% honest, there's 3:04 left. All it takes is one bad drive by the Pioneers, and they could try and put in another one before half.
So when you say bad drive, do you mean stuff that's – you know what? I'm just going to leave that alone.
We're going to say a quick drive.
There you go.
Speedy drive. A 3-and-out.
Let's get the block here.
Nope.
Like with this right now, it basically makes it impossible to try to get a block nowadays, it seems.
Yeah, and it wasn't a really high success rate anyway on PA.
Get it to where there's no time left on the clock. They cannot allow Grandview's offense. They've been basically doing whatever they want other than the one misfire on the fumble at the back of the caused a touchback here. They got to try to run out this clock because 35-7, morale purposes, it's already definitely it's not a party down there. Let's put it like that.
Well, I don't want to be in the Pioneer locker room at halftime.
No, definitely.
I'm going to stay out of there.
That's the only thing is that we are Nazarene University, but sometimes you just know that we never participated in the yelling and the cursing as a coaching staff.
Yeah, I did pick up a little of that last week. I was surprised on the broadcast to hear some coaching bad language. I think were you by the visitor coaches?
I was definitely here by the visitor. Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Culver, they definitely ended their 26-game losing streak. Coaches definitely made it be known that they did not like MNU's traditions there.
Yeah. Little fruity language, shall we say? A little salty. I did see in the comments people are upset about that. You got to remember, there's not a whole lot we as broadcasters can do about coaches screaming on the other side of a half a wall.
Exactly.
So please bear with us.
1st and 10. Looks like we got toss out to the left side here.
New running back in for the Pioneers. Who is this?
Looks like
was this Wilridge?
Receiver. Yes, this is actually a receiver here.
Oh, this was Wilridge out there. Okay. His hair color is different than when I last saw him last year. He did not have the red working.
No, he said, "Let me go ahead and just be a little flamboyant on this one." I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Well, clearly I can't pull that off.
You know what? I think you could.
Nah, Heredity took care of that a long time ago.
Unfortunately.
See, I'm a lot older than you. So.
Offset.
There, just a little throw, boy. It got to Tanis, but it wasn't pretty. Atkins had to try and lob it over a receiver. I mean, that was almost like a lob entry pass in the NBA, trying to get it down to the center.
That was actually more dangerous. He had to do what he had to do there, but like on that one, like that ball was out.
The defense was bearing down on Tanis, so I'm glad he came up with it.
And got to get the first down here.
Wilridge has got to turn. He does, and I think he's got enough. Yes, he does. That's going to move the chains for the Pioneers, keep the drive alive with 2:08 remaining here in the second quarter.
So right now, they just did what their job was, to literally get one first down, put ownership on the Grandview's coaching staff to call their timeouts. They at least get to go into the game it's horrible to say this. It gets going to have at least only down by 21 here instead of 28 here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it could be worse. There's
Wide
a
receiver
throw.
screen.
Boy, a slip. But,
gosh.
boy, made a man miss.
Oh, stiff arm.
And now pushed out right at midfield, but this is going to be another first down for the Pioneers. Again, pushed out. They're going to spot this ball at the 49-yard line, so the Pioneers still in their own territory by the slimmest of margins.
It looks like Miles here might be the go-to guy right now. He's the one that actually caught the touchdown earlier, or was that Caleb on that one?
No, that was Tanis that caught the touchdown earlier, so they're kind of going away from him, as it looks like Grandview is really trying to keep an eye on Tanis after that first touchdown. Atkins, quick throw to the right side. The defender slips, so we're going to have some space. Spins to the inside, bounces it out.
Oh, gosh.
Off to the races, and is tripped up by the last possible man.
Do you talk to me nice, number 9. Talk to me nice, Javante Martin.
Javante Martin, who is having himself quietly a good game as the Pioneers getting a little momentum on this drive. 1:45 remains. They still have all 3 of their timeouts.
It looks like the way for the MNU to win this game is definitely through the offense. Grandview's defense has been stout so far, but they got to get the ball out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
Atkins in a world of trouble and is slammed down for quite the loss. This is going to be a sack all the way back to the 43-yard line.
On that one right there, offensive line got their butts kicked on that one. You definitely got to help your quarterback up. That's one thing I always did hate. Why is the offensive lineman sitting there looking at the quarterback getting eaten the turf? Help him up. Say that you're not going to let it happen again right there. They got to have a little bit more pride. Protect the quarterback there.
Yep. Atkins made one man miss, but he couldn't get past the next 2.
Yes.
Empty backfield. Oh, and here they come again, setting up a screen.
Oh, gosh. They
able
got
to get through. And almost, past the original line of scrimmage, halfway to the first down marker. So on a 2nd and 20, the Pioneers are able to come up with about 14 or 15 of it. So third medium distance coming along, ball placed at the 30-yard line.
Look at Mid-America trying to make this into a little bit more of a competitive game right here.
I'd say 28-14 looks a lot better than 28-7.
I would say.
Going into the half.
Watch
Pioneers need to hurry, though. They're down to 40 seconds. Still have all 3 timeouts.
Middle of the field is wide open.
Atkins is looking. He couldn't find anyone. There's a flag. There's a nice throw, nice catch, pushed out of bounds, first down, but the flag back here in the area of holding could be troubles.
You thought that, man, they had a lot of extra time back there.
It did.
And
Well,
the holding penalty definitely
there's the holding.
helps out with that.
Well, that holding will give you a little more time. All right, so holding on the Pioneers, so that play comes back.
So how would you rate the offense's performance so far? More of an incomplete?
No, I mean, you kind of have to give it a C to maybe even a low C. They've moved the ball, but the drives have stalled almost every time. You've got 1 touchdown, not even a field goal attempt, meaning you're stalling around midfield. Throw over the middle, that's an easy interception as the Pioneers, Atkins, not on the same page with Martin.
Number 30, and yes, after the interception.
That was a nice shove to the ground.
A nice little cheap shot there. He tried to do the whole the fake love. Try to
let me help you out.
No, you're definitely getting a fat penalty on that one. Hopefully he's going to have laps on that. He might get kicked out the game. No, he's not going to get kicked out.
No, he won't get kicked out for that.
That's unsportsmanlike, though.
Yeah, I think they're going to get him for the personal foul. Mark him back 15 yards, and then hopefully – this is just my personal opinion. I would like to think that Grandview is just going to kind of put it in cruise control for the last 29 seconds and get us all to halftime safely. But I've been wrong before.
They got 2 timeouts.
There we go. Okay, so personal foul, late hit, half the distance to the goal, first down Grandview, 29 seconds remaining before the half.
You said you want them just to kneel out, to run out the clock. Saying take it in, going up 21. Unfortunately, Grandview does have 2 timeouts.
They do. They're really going to have to air it out, though, if they want to make up this distance. Ball is being placed at the 12-yard line. So that's a long way to go in 29 seconds, and I'm certainly not sitting here saying that Grandview can't do it. I'm saying that's a long way to go.
But if I had a preference, I would think you just, do the sportsman-like thing and just run out the clock.
It is a little more sportsmanship-like to just, a couple, 2 handoffs up the middle. Actually, all you need is 1. 1 handoff up the middle, hopefully a tackle for a small gain, and we move on.
Looks like they're following that same procedure right here.
So my daughter who's listening just texted me and said she's never known me to be wrong. So thank you.
Listen.
Thank you, daughter person. There's the run up the middle. Well, the Pioneers need to stop it because he's
not
going to stop himself.
That was about to be.
That almost was real bad.
Oh, my gosh. That one, like, I'm saying, I have an obligation to support my alma mater. But that one almost caused me to literally walk up and leave on that one. Because if you would have ran an 88-yard touchdown and pretty much had all the receivers just stock block up on the line of scrimmage, I probably would have just had to walk away on that one.
In the waning moments of the first half. Timeout is called by Grandview. They, I guess after you bust off a run that long, you might think about trying to score at this point.
Oh, no, you going for points at this point.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator's like, you know what? I tried to do the sportsman-like thing and just run out the clock, but you know what? I'm just going to go for the points now.
Ball placed at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 at the 32, 22 seconds remaining, and 1 timeout remaining for Grandview. Again, as we just head out, or try to head to halftime. Sorry, I said head out because I do see some people heading for the exits.
They head into the concession stand. That concession stand gets a little busy down there.
It does. It does. I gave up on trying to get things out of there a couple of years ago. I can't stand in line for the entire halftime. I got to be back up here. And those stairs, man, I'm not as young as I used to be.
No, you go down those stairs, and it takes a lot for me to get back up at this point. So we got.
Where's the elevator? You know, when we did a game last year over at the College Boulevard Athletic Complex.
Oh, really?
And it has an elevator.
Oh, gosh.
I know. Elevator up to the press box was lovely.
The fact is that they try to spoil you like that.
Yep.
Looks like Grandview might actually just do the same thing here, but look for a play-action pass on this one.
Like they bunch to the right of the quarterback. And he's gonna air it out. They're dialing long distance. To the sideline, nobody home. Caught at the 50, to the 40, and just stepped out of bounds all by himself.
That's definitely not good. He had another 10 to 15 yards.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all he had to do was make one man miss, and he was all the way to the house. 14 seconds remaining in the half. And the ball, boy, where are they saying he stepped out? All the way back at the 44. And a man down for the Pioneers.
MNU with 3 timeouts, they're going to have to wait, burn a timeout on that one.
Yeah, injured player is going to cost the Pioneers timeout. Not that that's going to matter too terribly much. Still 1 timeout remaining for Grandview with these 14 seconds. Ball at the 44, so they're in Pioneer territory. Maybe you try and at least get in field goal position on this. I mean, they're
another 10 to 15 yards, you can try a long field goal, but Grandview has touchdown on their minds at this point now.
Well, sure, but their place kicker, he's seemed pretty solid.
Yes.
You know, he's not just squibbing through those extra points. He might actually have some leg on him.
Looks like the wind has died down a little bit. Definitely don't see the flag. But actually, you're going against the wind here, so
yeah, they'd be kicking into the wind. It's would be beneficial for the Pioneers. And maybe any long throws to the end zone could get caught up in the wind as well.
First and 10 from the 42.
Just need it to hang a little bit. No big deal. I don't ask for much. It's just nature to get involved in this game.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Could use a little bit more than what's going on the field right now.
Here's the throw. Quick, over the middle. Knocked.
Oh,
boy, that's a
great
drop.
pass block.
I don't know. I'd almost call that a drop. He had it in his chest.
That was a nice pass breakup by number 6 and number 0 on that play right there. We got number 6.
It was 6-on-6 crime there.
There it is. Kid Dickerson, and then we got a Monte Griffin. As a DB, sometimes you just got to fight through the ball. Hopefully you find it somewhere. Hand knocks it out the ball, knocks it out the hands right there.
So now we've got 10 seconds remaining. Sorry, I bumped my microphone there, folks. My bad. 10 seconds remaining, 28-7, just trying to get to halftime. This might be the last heave of the Vikings.
Looks like we got 3 deep coverage right here. Look for the middle of the field here.
Drops back. Flag on the play.
Offsides.
Free play. Caught at the 35. Knocked out of bounds around the 30. I imagine this penalty will now be declined as the ball is going to be at the 30-yard line with 4 seconds remaining. So what do you think? Is Grandview going to take a stab for the end zone, or are you going to get the kicker out there?
And actually, you're going to go with a Hail Mary. That was a legal formation there. Someone was not off the line of scrimmage there.
Okay, we'll take it. Move him back.
So look for the Hail Mary on this play.
Yeah.
Basically, you just have 4 guys play at the blue of Olathe there.
Yep, you can see 4 Pioneers back. You've got 3 in the middle, and then you'll have, let's say, 3 linemen, maybe 4. Let's see what this last gentleman decides to do. Ball placed at the 49-yard line. So again, Hail Mary time for Grandview on what will be the last play of the first half, barring penalties.
Question is, do you just do like a draw on this play? Like the whole middle of the field is wide open.
You could.
I would just do a draw here.
You sure could. Oh,
And
timeout called.
Man America was up on game on that one.
So they're going to try and ice the quarterback. I don't know. Is that even a thing? Probably not.
No.
There's icing the kicker. Can't you ice the QB?
Yeah, because basically they just sitting out there. They're a little weird anyway.
We're going to ice the left tackle.
Yes. We call timeout, so that means you must not be able to block him now.
That's right. 2nd and 15. Ball on the 49. 4 seconds left. Timeout on the field. I'm trying to add as much drama to this as I can in a 28-7 second quarter score.
Yes. Well, actually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just need this to actually end 28-7 or 28-13 somehow. I don't know how that could happen. I don't know if you watched the ending of the Louisville and I think UCF game. UCF going to go for the game-winning score, tip pass, interception, walk-off interception with six seconds left. But Louisville gets the victory there.
That had to be a little exciting.
Just a little bit. They was in Louisville too, so it was a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
So right here, you'll see in Mid-America right here, they're going to be in what we call prevent defense here. Have 4 guys at the end zone because at this point, it does not matter how many yards you get other than fantasy points. So it does not matter if they get tackled at the 1-yard line, 2-yard line. It does not matter. The half will be over. However, Grandview can make this a little interesting here. Look at this formation that they're in right now. They had everyone spread out, and it looks like they are going to just run the ball, actually.
And if there's such a thing as NAIA fantasy football, I want in.
Yeah, listen, could you imagine trying to keep up with that?
Nope.
They're definitely running the ball on this play.
Yep. They're just going to hand this off, but there's going to be a lot of space. And so the back line of the Pioneers are having to move up. Nope, but the second level takes care of it. And that's going to be the half. Your score going into halftime, 28-7 here at the Olathe District Activity Center. We thank you all very much for joining us for first half. We'll step away for just a few minutes. They normally set the clock for 15 minutes. We'll be back in probably 12. We'll order a pizza, send us a pizza up here to the booth, and we will see you guys in about 12 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, because once it gets bad, you're just like, oh shit, like, what the fuck talking about? Like, I literally, he said, you doing good, but once we get Kyle in here, I said, please, for the love of God. Because football is, you comment, you can go back and forth, like, here, you're just sitting there looking like, you gotta try to get the numbers. Basketball's a little bit different, but that's why they do it.
Well, I've done basketball here for the last 6 years, too. And even then, it's better with 2 people, but I can do it by myself because it's fast-paced. Yeah. So you're constantly just calling the game. But it's way better with 2. Yeah. Did you want something from that? No, I'm good. I've got my one. Replay still not working. 27 to 8. Yeah, it has a score in 1 point in the second quarter. Now, I didn't play, but I don't think that's possible.
And listen, some things definitely happen.
If someone can get 1 point in a football game, I want to see that.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure everything, the most you get is at least 2 before you score anymore.
Do the stats in my very limited manner since the system's not updating. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you're back to your computer, ready for some second half football action. Just so you know, the stat system is not working at 100%, shall we say. It is not updated since there was 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and there's nothing any of us here in the booth can do about that. So, loosely, right now, the stats for Grandview, Johnny Sullivan is the only one who's attempted to pass. He's 15 for 19 for 160 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. The rushing attack has been solid. A lot of contributors there. Ali Scott with 34 yards. Casey Hill with 27. Let's see, Jensen Gates with 21. Felix King with 12. Spry with 7. And Sullivan 1 for 1. Receiving, let's see, Jesse Driver, he's got 43 yards on 3 receptions. Anthony Turner, 33 yards on 2 receptions. Spry, 22 yards on 2 receptions. And then a few more have contributed with 1 apiece. And then only the one fumble lost by Grandview. I think that's our only turnover in the game. It's just the 1 fumble. Let's see, over on the other side for the Pioneers. Well, maybe. Oh, my goodness. The stat system is not working. There we go. All right, Blake Atkins, he's 5 for 10 with 106 yards and a touchdown. Again, that was on a 75-yard strike in the first quarter. Manning has 9 rush attempts for 35 yards. Wilridge, 2 attempts for 5 yards. And then Tanis leading the way. He's got the 1 reception for 75 yards with the touchdown. And then a few more Pioneers chipping in. But the Pioneers haven't been able to get a whole lot going on offense. At least nothing that looks really good on a box score. And let's see. Grandview has 18 first downs as opposed to 4. Let me ask you, if you're looking at stats at halftime and you see 18 first downs to 4,
Okay.
what are you doing with that information?
I'm assuming that I don't need to check into this game after halftime. I can assume that that's one of those things that has been utter domination by Grandview, and it's definitely going to take a hurley. It's going to take some type of oh man, I can't talk today. It's going to take some type of effort for them to get back into this game. I'll tell you that.
I would say so. I think Herculean is what you're going for. You would be correct.
Ooh, thank you.
Herculean.
But
I don't even know if that's really a thing, but we're going with it.
It really is. If we can start doing, we need some of those. We need those type of traits to be transferred to our MNU players right now.
Right.
So that way we can use some of that strength right now. But as you said, Grandview does start the ball off in the second half. So like that 21-point lead can be ballooned to 24 or 28 at this point.
Yep. Total yards 262 to 144. There's another one for you. Average yards per play is about the only place we're close, but I don't know if you play defense. They said, hey, the other team is getting 7.1 yards per play against you.
Yep.
You okay with that?
No, it's definitely second and short every single time. So no, the thing is with Mid-America, the reason why even the yards per play is actually like the similar to Grandview's is only because they're doing 3 and outs. So the plays that they actually do get like 20, 30 yards is because they only have 3 plays or 6 plays in the last 2 possessions. And Grandview's pretty much doing whatever they want, whenever they want. And as I said, I think the defensive coordinators has to challenge these guys. They might have to risk. I mean, they're already going to get blown out trying to play it safe. They might need to just send a little bit more people, try to mix things up right here.
Let's see. Rushing-wise, been total domination by Grandview. 102 rushing yards to 38. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Oh, average game per rush. 5.7 for Grandview, 3.2 for the Pioneers.
If y'all didn't know that's definitely not great.
Nope. Let's see. The punt unit has yet to come on for Grandview. They have not punted.
I know if they have a punter. Yes.
Pioneers 4 punts for 96 yards.
And what a punt block.
And the punt block, that'll hurt your average. All right, so there's the woeful first half stats if you're a Pioneers fan. If you are a Viking fan, then you are just grinning ear to ear. And the Pioneers, boy, they almost lined up like they were going for an onside, but they boot it deep, ball fielded at the 15-yard line.
And cannot get outflanked. Cannot get outflanked here.
Thankfully, special teams able to run them down, but a good return. Ball's going to be placed around the 35-yard line, and that is where the Grandview offense will take over. Now, here in the third quarter, they are facing the north, so they will have the south wind at their back. Don't be surprised if they air it out a little bit. You know, a lot of times people like to think, well, you're up by so much. Is this where you take your foot off the pedal? But you really don't do that in the third quarter.
No, you really don't. If you guys watched anything, I don't know, it was some high school game. The team was down 24-7 with a minute and 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow lost that game 25-24. So every time that you leave some points on the board, you're only asking for a potential comeback to happen.
Yeah, so don't be surprised to see Grandview continuing with their offense. Now here's a run off the right side. Past the first level, has a first down and more. Past midfield up to the 45 and brought down close to the 40-yard line. Good run by the Vikings.
That was definitely a nice little stretched run play right there. Running back making everything he can on that one. Looks like we had, what's his name? Jensen Gates there with a nice little 15, 20-yard gain right there. The thing right here, the defensive coordinator, with the score looking the way it is, with the heat the way it is, seeing that it looks like you're outmatched, you definitely got to get guys who want to play right now.
Yes.
That was definitely an easy run right there off the right side. So something to be looking for. Receiver in motion, look for number 5 to race back against the, yep.
There he goes. They're just going to have another handoff up the middle, but again, the Pioneers' defensive line, like they're not even there. First down and more. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What is your mentality? You've been on this end of a game, I have no doubt.
Unfortunately. With this one, the defensive, so the first thing to go right now is the defensive lineman. Right now, the running backs are running with purpose right now. It definitely does not look like a lot of the players right now want to be on the field, at least the defensive wise, because they don't even have anything to look forward to. Other than when the receiver fumbled it,
right,
and the end zone right there for the touchback, they haven't done anything worth mentioning right now.
Why is there a coach all the way out on the field? Has timeout been called?
I don't think it's a timeout. I think what ended up happening, he had to get subbed out. I think possible concussion protocol, possibly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen a coach just stroll out onto the field as far as out as he did.
Ref, not only that, sometimes the refs, when they see the score of the game, sometimes they're a little bit more lax.
I gotcha. All right, so the Vikings, ball at the 30-yard line in Pioneer territory.
Looks like they're stretching the splits right now.
Drop back, quick throw to the right side, has a man. Caught, brought down. Going to be probably 6 to 7 yard gain on this play. And the Vikings just moving the ball down the field at their leisure. Clock still ticking right now. The best the Pioneers can hope for is the clock to get to all zeros.
Yes. So right now it looks like they got a little bit different personnel than they had the first half. So based on the first half performance, it looks like he benched almost everyone from the first half. It seems like he's got a couple of people from a previous possession, a previous half on the field right now. Looks like we got running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers.
It's kind of going jumbo there. They're going to run left side. Pioneer defense, though, equal to the task. Able to knock him down. I believe no gain on this play. So the Pioneers able to come up with a bit of a stop. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Nope, 3rd and 3. I'm sorry. They gave him 2 yards on that play. So 3rd and 3. The Pioneers looking for a hold. Think
they just subbed in their number 1 receiver. We got number 5. Who's number 5? You got Brandon Martin right here. Look for him to get the ball. Look for him to be lined up on the condensed side of the field. Look for him to sweep back on the other side, either a crossing route or maybe a play action.
And Anthony Turner is all the way at the top there. Very tall receiver. You might look for him.
He's open.
They roll out. They are looking for him. They throw it over the middle, though. They go short. They have the first down and more. Foot race to the end zone. And that is won by Grandview. And that will be another touchdown for the Vikings.
That one was by the tight end, Nate Wilkinson.
Wilcoxon. Okay. What number is he? I just want to see the spelling of that name.
34.
34. Let's see. There we go.
Second to last on the
Wilcoxon. Okay. out of Urbandale, Iowa. Everyone on the squad is from Iowa.
They definitely stick close to home there.
They do. I see a Georgia in there. Got an Illinois, a Minnesota, Louisiana. Okay. Staying kind of mid of the country. It doesn't look like they go out to the coast very often.
Nah.
So with that, the extra point is good. 12:22 remaining in the third quarter. 35-7 is your score. Grandview on top of the Pioneers. I think the Pioneers have them right where they want them now. So they're ready for the big comeback.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, the story's not as good unless the comeback is good, right?
That's right.
So in that one, they basically stretch right, stretch left, play action pass.
And then right up the gut.
And number 34, they list him at a tight end, but he's basically been their fullback. He's what we call the tail. The only time he does not, only time the running backs don't run behind him is unless they are literally doing play action pass, and literally he just scallops right down the middle of the field. Actually,
and he's a little bowling ball coming through there too. I would not relish the opportunity to try and get in front of him and stop his momentum.
Well, guys like that, you got to hit him low. You got to hit him low. Don't let him get his don't get the train running, because if the train starts running, you will get ran over. Kickoff at the 30.
Ooh, short kick. Returnable. 2 Pioneers going after it.
Oh, that might have a crease.
Nope. They showed the crease and then closed it real fast. So good job by the special teams of Grandview. And unfortunately, the Pioneers have been outplayed in all 3 facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams.
Tackle on the play, made by number 32, Seth Adrian. First and 10 for the Pioneers.
Atkins coming back under center for the Pioneers, so he stays in the game. Was half wondering if the Pioneers might try and get some experience for the young guys in a game like this. Maybe not yet. Maybe fourth quarter.
Yeah, at this point, you're going to still try to keep calling your game plan, try to get back into this football game right here. You got 3 wide receivers, number 11 in motion.
And they're going to give it right up the middle, do the Pioneers. Good run play.
That little play they got right there where the receiver motions and the running back goes the opposite direction, they've actually gotten some decent success with that play. Surprised we didn't get that a little bit more often with the running game earlier this evening.
That was Manning with the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 5. He was able to get us halfway there to the first down marker. Manning remains in the game. He's in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play action pass over the middle. Difficult throw, but Atkins made it look easy. And that is completed to Martin.
For another first down.
Say, Atkins, he threaded the needle right there. Threw it right in between 2 defensive players for Grandview. That was a very nice throw.
So on this type of play right here, on this type of defensive possession right here, look at number 5 racing across, and looks like
so Manning tries to take it off the left edge. Not much doing there. I think he's going to get 3 on this carry.
this is the best type of offensive coordinator. Hopefully the defense is lax. Offense just got another touchdown. Hopefully you catch the Grandview's defense a little bit lackadaisical, thinking that the game's over. Might be able to get a little bit more points on the board. Help the morale of the team right now.
Owalabi checks in. Haven't seen him much, but in at wide receiver. Shoulder fake over the middle. He's got a man open. Foot race to the end zone and off to the races. This is Himes, and he wins it. Touchdown, Pioneers. Atkins with a great throw over the middle, and Himes was just able to get free. Nobody around him, no safeties to cover, and the Pioneers are able to come up with a touchdown.
So that's literally, as I said, as it happens. Hopefully the defense is a little bit lackadaisical. Their offense literally just walks down the field, score another touchdown. Middle post was completely wide open. Looks off the defenders, look off the safeties, sprints down the field. Easy touchdown.
That's twice now. The Pioneers found success over the middle as Grandview has kept all their safeties very close to the line. That almost looked miscommunication, though.
No,
I mean, how do you get left that open?
Yeah, someone was either lined up or they gave inside leverage right there, because literally it was literally a skinny post. Blake did a good job looking off the defenders, the safeties, make sure they didn't creep and look and see what is going on in the middle of the field. And as I said, Miles able just to literally just walk down the middle of the field. So good touchdown there.
We'll take it. So with that, 11:01 remains in the third quarter, 35-14. It's the Pioneers. I told you they had them right where they wanted them.
Exactly.
They edge ever closer.
I'm thinking pick 6, maybe fumble.
Oh, pick 6 would be very exciting. I would take one of those.
Yeah. I might be a little excited on that one.
I want to go to there. So the special teams heading back out for Grandview. And come on, folks, you got to have fun where you can on this one. In a game like this, so forgive us. And now the Pioneers join them on the field. We are ready to get restarted after the long Pioneer touchdown. Atkins is having a good day, though. No turnovers, 2 touchdown throws.
A little bit more stability at the quarterback position there. A little less athleticism from what CJ brings to the table. However, Blake just a little bit more methodical with his throws there. He had the 2 throws right before that touchdown in the first quarter where he had 2.
Yeah.
But then literally just able to air it out in the second one.
Look at that. See,
This is definitely a little bit of an onside.
yeah, the setup is. So why are we going to the chip shot? I don't know.
With that
Yeah,
one,
he called for the fair catch. Which,
with that one, it is like what we call it. When they call it the kicking game, it's literally a game within the game. There, that one they want the 2 men in the back to literally just thinking it's going to be a deep kick, so that way the ball literally drops in the middle of the field and maybe bounces towards you, because basically everyone's having Grandview's back is turned to the ball, so hopefully they're trying to do something a little sneaky there, try to steal a possession there, but it looks like special teams has been coached up there. He was able just to run up and grab the ball. So.
Indeed, yep. But did you see they called for the fair catch? Now, I think that was new last year, where you could call for a fair catch on a kickoff.
Yes, and get it back at the 25, yes.
Which I think is just kind of the strangest thing.
It's basically we try to keep the players safe.
Yeah, it's player safety 100%. Right, so back under Cinder.
This formation, I really like this formation here, because then the receiver literally comes
boy.
across.
Look at all the room. Throws it over the middle, has the tight end, first down. And the ball goes from the 25-yard line up to the 41.
Just a lot of crossing routes on that play right there. He had a lot of options. He had the receiver on the far right. He had another tight end that was a little bit deeper than that, and then we had just different levels of the crossing routes on that one. So he had 3 different receivers he could have thrown to on that one.
Now, twice now, he has really surprised me as he's rolling one direction and then throws back across the field, which is normally a no-no.
It really is, but then all of a sudden you see Patrick Mahomes, see Dak with his little hip exercise. So literally, like right now, a lot of these quarterbacks are just opening up those hits, throwing the ball. And right now, look at the running backs.
Look at this
my
run.
Gosh.
He's gone.
Oh, my gosh.
He made about 12 people on the defense miss the tackles, and that's going to be a run for a touchdown. And not going to lie, that was mildly impressive, as much as I hate to say it. But respect.
And then we got a holding.
Oh, is that coming back?
Yes. Either holding or unsportsmanlike penalty there.
If it's unsportsman, the play might stand. If it's holding, it comes back.
So we actually had 3 Pioneers that was on the ground. One is actually still on the ground. One because he made someone's ankles disappear on that one.
Yeah, I was going to say one's out of pride.
And one is also got up after pride as well, got pancaked. And then we also actually have an injury.
Yeah.
I seen two offensive linemen, 300 pounds on top of one person. So that was definitely not a good sight to see on that one.
So as it stands right now, I believe that touchdown is credited to Jensen Gates, the senior running back out of, let's see, Ankeny, Iowa, 5'10", 173 pounds. And he was galloping past everybody out there.
I have these rosters right in front of me. Without me even looking, we need to play a new game. Every time someone makes a big play for Grandview, I'm going to say it's easy from Iowa. Bet the under. Bet the under or over.
Yeah, I'm taking the under on that every time. I was looking at the lines for today's games, not in NAIA, but over in NCAA, and Alabama, who's just a juggernaut, favored by 14.5 on the road at another ranked team. I've never seen a line like that before. Does that just show the domination of Alabama?
Alabama is what we call a program. If you ever watch the memes, they had a picture of Jared Judy, Henry Ruggs, and basically a lot of the first receivers picked in the top 10 in the last 4 years, all on the same team in Alabama's picture. So with that, think about it. If you ever looked at Mark Ingram, he actually went to the game to support Derrick Henry, and Mark Ingram is 5'10", and then Derrick Henry's 6'4". So
Derrick Henry is a beast, absolute beast.
He got stuff the other game, though, literally against Arizona. But it seemed like Arizona was going to beat down whoever they played that day.
Arizona looking really good over in the NFL world. Sorry, everyone, we're kind of jumping back and forth, but it's still football talk, so hopefully it's all right. I wish we could see the chat room better so that we could talk along with you guys, but technology not cooperating today. The extra point is good. This makes the score 42-4. it's debatable. There's two different sides to this argument. If I just as a football fan want to watch football, I would keep this game on. Now I, as an MNU fan, would probably have turned it off in disgust at halftime. Because no one likes seeing their squad get beat down, and that's what's happening here today. Again, number 4 ranked team Grandview coming in to take on the rebuilding Pioneers. Again, that's not an excuse. That's just the statement of the situation.
It's very much true. And not only that, like even then, they went into the Culver Stockton game. Back to when I called it, was when I called it solo here. Culver Stockton lost a close 2-point game to Baker.
Right.
So Culver Stockton's team is actually a lot better.
They're on the up. They're on the upswing for sure.
So literally, you got MNU. Like they're probably the youngest team right now. If you had to look at all the rosters, a lot of freshmen playing right now.
Yes. So a very short kick. There was a penalty after the touchdown. It was enforced on the kickoff. And now we've got another flag on this play.
And laundry list the field on right now.
That's why Grandview kicked from all the way back, and I believe at the 20-yard line.
Yes.
And so returnable for the Pioneers.
Getting a penalty on on any type of play like that, going in for a touchdown, something like that, you are definitely kicking from the 20, making it almost impossible to keep the field position there. However, it looks like MNU might have done Grandview a favor with the penalty of their own here.
And indeed, this is on the Pioneers. So the Pioneers, who would have had the ball at the 40-yard line, are now going to get marched back. It's going to be just like it was a touchback. They'll have it at the 25.
30.
Oh, no, they're going to put it at 30. Okay.
So a good return. They would have gotten a good return, but it could have been a little bit better at the 40. So, but yeah, like I honestly at this point, I really like. There's only one way to attack Grandview with their receiver, with their secondary. The secondary seems to be a little bit confuddled compared to the front 7.
Their safeties are back though a couple of yards as compared to where they have been most of the game. Now Wilridge with the run for the Pioneers. A lot of juking and jiving, able to come up with about 3 yards is where they're going to place him. Trying to make some defenders miss, see if he could bust something just free either to the center or to the outside, but no success. They'll take 3 yards on that, though. No huddle for the Pioneers. They look to the bench to get their play, and Atkins is ready to go. Wilridge remains in the game.
Looks like we still got the same formation, 3 receivers.
Low snap, play action pass. Atkins heaves it. The receiver fell down, and that was Tanis who hit the deck. And now another flag on the field.
Ineligible man downfield there.
It wasn't me.
It definitely wasn't me. They're starting to back it up, so they kind of know the gist of what's going on here.
Yeah, they were trying again for that middle. Now this time, Grandview had 2 players there. The safeties were both back, so the Pioneers weren't going to find much success unless Tanis made a heck of a catch. But as it was, he slipped while en route, so the ball falls harmlessly to the turf. Wouldn't matter anyway. Ineligible downfield for the Pioneers, so we're going to back it up.
So the thing on this one right here, like, and you're saying, like, you was speaking on the Alabama program, a lot of thing that helps with them is that the fact that he's able to have a good quarterback. Blake, it looks like he's on his way right here. But right here, this is when you can have a veteran or one of what we call
blitz.
A stud at quarterback.
Yep.
Because as of right now, this is a game where a quarterback just needs to just air it out, spread the ball around. But right now, if you got a young quarterback back there, he's just trying to make sure he's calling the right plays, trying not to speed himself up here. And it just makes it really hard for your offense. Like when the defense is not playing as well as they need to, the offense needs to basically just put pressure. Hopefully, just cause a little bit more extra oomph on the other side of the ball right now.
See, on that last play, Blake heard the footsteps on that blitz. Now he throws it, has a man, first down Pioneers and more. Ball to midfield, tackled from behind, taken down in Viking territory. Ball's going to be placed at the 48-yard line. Atkins, boy, he had someone bearing down on him from the backside, but he was able to stand in the pocket, deliver the pass, and comes up with a first down for the Pioneers.
Other than he's had 3 bad throws, 2 that was incomplete right before the touchdown, and then obviously the interception throw. But for the most part, he has had good command of this offense right here.
Oh, and there's the fumble. Wilridge fumbles the ball away at the end of the play. Now they're going to have to discuss, was he down when that ball came out? But the offense is trotting off the field. He was not. That's going to be turnover on the Pioneers. Fumble by Wilridge right at the first down sticks. Recovered by Grandview. So that drive was showing promise, and it's unfortunate how fast a good drive can come to an end. All it takes is one turnover. Sadness abounds. The ball now at the 39-yard line. Vikings will take over in their own territory with the lead at 42-14. We still have 9:07 remaining in the third quarter. And this is where the game could get really out of hand.
I thought it was already there.
Well, I think if we go to 49-14, that's going to be a real bad time.
Yes. So we got a standard cover 3 shell by the defense. Have 1 safety. Got the corner.
There's that jet sweep. Able to turn the corner. Woo! There's a little
Nice
shoulder
hit.
pop at midfield. It's a fine how do you do right there.
By number 13, let's go ahead and give you Anthony Sale.
And he was able to take Brett Livesay down to the ground.
By number 13, Anthony Sale. And number 4.
If you look, the Pioneers got some extra bodies warming up on the sideline. Atkins Day may be over, or some people just trying to stay loose. But warming up for the Pioneers is Keegan McCormick Reamer.
Ooh, quarterback, freshman? Has to be.
I would imagine so. I have not heard of this gentleman before. So he was not here last year.
No, he was not. So it's definitely probably a freshman or a transfer student.
He's a run off the left side, and the Pioneers defense just, they're letting them get to the next level on each run.
Yes. Defensive lineman right there. Unfortunately, I've been in that predicament. You have to get off the block there because it's basically a good defensive lineman right there. You got to get off the block, disengage, and hopefully try to make it to where you get the running back to change direction. Because if they get to literally just do north and south, it's just literally just 10 yards of carry at this point. So
yeah, they're picking up first downs almost at will at this point. Oh boy, our stats still say we're in the second quarter with 3 or 4 remaining. That system is dead. Lovely.
all right,
Sorry, folks, I can't keep you up to date on real-time stats. Here's a run right up the middle, tripped up from behind. Good tackle by the Pioneers. It's going to knock him down for a minimal gain.
Nice cornerback pressure on that one there.
Johnny Sullivan still in the game for Grandview. I imagine this might be his last drive if he takes him to pay dirt.
Yeah, you was wondering when do you think it's a good time to get your quarterback out of the game because he can only be, other than if you want to stat the pads right there, only bad things can happen with this point.
Yeah, I think if they put one more into the end zone, his day is done because he's too big of one of their pieces to allow to get hurt in a garbage time game. Just my humble opinion. They don't care. Grandview's never once asked for my opinion.
Yeah.
High
think they
snap
should.
taken, thrown to the left, and knocked out of bounds.
I think that route has been ran at least 4 or 5 different times in different variations.
And it's working every time.
Yes.
Anthony Turner able to come up with that catch. Turner, another very tall receiver for Grandview. His head pops up above everyone else's over there in that huddle. Hernandez credited for the tackle for the Pioneers. Ball's at the 25-yard line. It is 1st and 10 after that little pitch and catch. Sullivan still in, under center. Offset eye behind him. Fullback moves to the right. Oh, fullback looked like he jumped. They didn't call it.
That is definitely a penalty.
Now
And
Sullivan,
with the sack.
he's going to get swallowed up for a 2-yard loss. Going to be real honest. The officials probably should have blown that whistle a little sooner, not let Sullivan take that tumble underneath all that weight.
Let's get some defensive line love here by
There you go.
Hellman. All right, we're just going to call you Hellman because I'm not going to butcher your last name. All
There
right?
you go.
I need your mother calling me, asking me why I butchered that. But great sack on that one. Nice little stat patter on that one.
And since we aren't able to see the chat room, you can always follow us on Twitter. We are at MNU_PSN for the Pioneer Sports Network. Feel free to tweet us all your love. Please just let it be love, not hate. And let us know what you think. Oh, another
false
empty.
start.
But they didn't call that one
Oh,
either.
my
Wow.
goodness.
Now that was well done right there. There's your guy. There's Troy Hall.
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't said his name a lot, so either he's been in and out with the lineup, actually. It looks like he's either moving around a lot or, in this sense, like he's just been out of the play right now because I think they're running away from him at this point.
Well, after that play, I don't blame him. Troy Hall just came right off the edge and just laid the running back down. And you're done here. So 3rd and 13 coming up. That was actually a loss of 1 on that run stop. So let's see what the Vikings can dial up here. They need 13 yards. They're back on the 28. With the wind at the back, they're in field goal range.
Look for just a draw on this play right here.
And they give it to him right up the middle. He goes into the pile, pushing the pile forward. This will not be enough for the first down. But, again, Grandview has proven today they have no problems, no qualms about going for it on 4th down.
And that's clearly what that play call was dedicated for. It was a draw, got 6 or 7 yards, It looks like they're trying now.
Here comes the special teams. I imagine this is going to be a field goal attempt unless they have no faith in their kicker.
Is this someone that their specialty is to kick the ball? I have not seen that for Grandview today.
Nope.
Other than the kickoffs.
Other than kickoffs after a touchdown. So, yes, this is their first field goal attempt. Their punter still conspicuous by his absence, has not been in the game.
So looking about maybe 34 yard, 33, 43.
Kick is up. Looks good from here. No, wait.
No good.
That went wide. Wide left. And that's why they go for it on 4th down.
And that's what we could consider a stop. That's MNU's second stop of the day so far.
Yeah, the first one was the fumble into the back of the end zone that the Pioneers were fortunate on. Again, they've not held them to a punt, but the Pioneers get to take over on offense. Ball's going to be placed at the 23-yard line, and that is where, well, let's see. We'll see if it's Atkins who comes back out. And they had some others warming up on the sideline. And nope, Atkins is heading back in. See if he can lead a drive back down the field, get some more points, 42-14.
I consider I do really believe that if they would have had it to where they scored another touchdown on that possession, I think Atkins' day would have been done.
I agree. Seems like everything's kind of hinging on the next touchdown. Ooh, Atkins, good pump fake, rolling left, throws it, heaves it downfield into double coverage, over the head of Tanis, overshot everybody. And you know what? That's safe. I mean,
I like the idea there.
Yeah.
I clearly do. He's like, hey, might as well go big or go home.
Now there's some laundry on the field.
It's definitely in the holding or hands to the face area there.
Holding. Offense. I don't think the referee's microphone is working, or if it is, I sure can't hear it. So I'm not sure who that was on. But we do know it was on the Pioneers, so we're going to move backwards. From the 23 down to the 13. There's miscommunication on the Pioneer side. A lot of people with their hands up. This seems broken. Is it a design play where it looks really broken?
Nah, that's definitely an.
Martin, dangerous.
That was definitely an interception. If the cornerback would have had his hands up, that's an easy interception if he goes at his feet instead of his hands.
That's the exact same play that was incomplete twice.
Yes.
Earlier, twice in a row. It was that little curl to Martin. But let's just take that out of the playbook for today. It's just not working.
It might be something where it might be just maybe an arm strength thing. Like that one, he definitely has to put a little bit more oomph on there. On that one, you just got to be able to tuck that ball out there because if not, that ball is just going to fall flat and it could be intercepted just like that.
In traffic. Throw completed. Still on his feet. Now hit right near the first down marker. Probably going to be a yard short.
First down there.
That was Caleb Tanis.
That's 21 yards.
Came up with a very difficult catch. Now helped to his feet by two Vikings after a good throw and catch, and they're going to move the sticks. So enough for the Pioneers to get a first down. They keep the drive alive. Clouds have blown away, so they are in the sun right now. Like we said earlier, toasty out there. See if they can't wear down this Grandview defense just a little bit. They're going to hand it off right up the middle.
Nice,
going to be about a
gain.
2 to 3 yards. Manning taking it right up the middle. He's been good with that today. Atkins now asking out.
Looks like you got a new guy out there, number 3.
Olabi is going to check back in. Again, he hasn't been in much. Looks like he'd be a good little slot receiver, and I think that's where they're lining him up. Little guy.
Yeah. That means you might have more wiggle than sizzle.
I hope so. A little shifty in there.
You might need that today.
Let's see if they go to him before the defense knows he's in there. And we're going to stretch it to the left side. Wrapped up for a loss, and down goes Manning. This is going to be, I think, a 2-yard loss on the play. Unfortunate turn of events for the Pioneers. It's going to bring up third and a long way to go. Tanis comes back in after one play break. So Himes is out there along with Tanis. Manning in the backfield. We got offensive players everywhere. To the right, one to the left. Atkins drops back. Looking, throws. Got a man in the middle. That's going to be Martin down at midfield. He's got the first down and more for the Pioneers.
Looks like Grandview's they was basically doing the same thing they were actually doing a little bit opposite. Basically, it was being really aggressive, keeping everything in front of them. This one, it looks like they're literally playing almost a prevent-style defense right now, just letting Blake and the receivers get off the line of scrimmage, and if they decide to catch the ball, they're just going to get up there, and it looks like
They go out quickly to Manning. He's going to step out of bounds. Tell you, I know the officials weren't looking, and I'm probably splitting hairs. Oh, no, wait, there's Laundry in the back. We snapped the ball while they had a 12th man on the field. He had not left the field yet when that ball was snapped. And so they threw a flag at the sideline towards Grandview's bench. Let's see what happens. So I think we might have – I think they caught it, but I think they denied the penalty.
Yeah. It was almost like a 6-7 yard gain right there.
Yeah. And we would have gotten, what, 5? 5 for too many men on the field? Or maybe 10. I don't know. Either which way. Penalty denied. We're going with first. Okay, no, I guess we got it. So first and 5, we took the penalty.
Yeah. Get an extra down on that play.
Oh, good fake by Atkins. Underthrows the ball, though. And now we've got a little pushing and shoving here. If I'm the Grandview gentleman who lost his helmet, I know I'm not going to start swinging at people.
Exactly. It definitely, like this right here, emotions are running high right now.
There's the flag. Look at that. Late
Late
as can be.
That is definitely because of certain words said.
Yes.
So that was definitely because they didn't do it for the whole altercation. He said a little bit too many.
Well, look at that. Boy, he even kind of tried to shrug off the coach who's escorting him off the field. So this is definitely going to be on Grandview, and that player is being escorted to the bench where he needs a Gatorade and a wet rag. Cool off there, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hot. It's miserable down there, I'm sure.
And he's like, you're up by, 28 points. And he's like, why is this offensive line in my face?
Yeah, just emotions taking over. So there we go. The personal foul. It's going to move the Pioneers 15 yards closer. Automatic first down. He's still pacing over there. Still angry.
And you get it. Like something
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
Something
Oh, I
happened
get
to
it.
where he didn't think that he was slighted, and obviously he doesn't believe that he should have got a penalty for that. But at that point, you got away with getting away what you got with, and then all of a sudden you want to, as you said, say a little bit too many extra words out there. So
Yep. So everyone's just kind of backing off him. They're just going to let him work it out on his own there.
he'll figure it out. Either
Yep.
that or he's going to. I mean, the night's over because it looks like they've got this game.
I would think so.
hand.
So quick handoff to Wilridge, trying to get the left edge. Couldn't quite get there. Comes up with a few yards. After that first down, we've got about 2nd and 7 coming up. But every once in a while, you just feel that hot air blow right through our broadcast window. Phew. I am glad I'm not out there.
Hey, listen, the sunscreen is definitely working out there. Shout out to the MNU chair team and Kalina Pana, and they're going again, trying to go to nationals this year. And it looks like we got.
There's another one over the middle.
Looks like it was the first catch of the day by number 88. Who we got here today? Silas Templeman.
Templeman. First time we've called his name and number today. Great catch. Again, over the middle. The Pioneers have found the hole in the Viking defense. It's been over the middle. It's where they found their greatest success. I'll tell you, a lot of credit to the MNU cheer squad. Those gray unis cannot be comfortable in this heat.
Oh, no, definitely.
There's just no way.
No, they definitely had the undershirts. The MNU men's on that team definitely have the undershirts, and it is definitely a different type of white, okay?
Oh, man, undershirts, I'd still be sweating right through that. Atkins. Oh, boy, nobody expected that throw.
He threw it in the back of the pylon. That one, he just threw the ball away. On that one, didn't like what he saw.
I thought he was going to try and swing it over to Wilridge, who was along the sideline, but instead he threw it to no one in particular, all the way out the back of the end zone. I think he confused everyone. He confused the heck out of me. So Atkins now 2nd and 10, has a man moving to his left. They don't hand it off. Throws it over the middle. They've got room.
Touchdown.
And he's in there. Touchdown, Pioneers. This was Miles Himes who was able to come up with the catch over the middle, absorb the contact, and sends it into the end zone. I believe that's Himes' 2nd touchdown for the day. The 3rd touchdown thrown for Blake Atkins. All Pioneer points coming through the air.
Yeah, at this point, Grandview's definitely playing. Yeah, we got Robert Menifee on that one.
Oh, that was Menifee?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I doth apologize. I thought it was number 11. No.
So
Told you guys we're far away from the field. Those numbers all kind of blend together. Good snap. Good placement. Extra point. Boy, they got a piece of it, but I still think it went through. Indeed.
Hey, listen, Mr. Templeman. He say I do a lot of things. I do holding. I catch the ball. I do a lot of things on this field right now.
No kidding.
Well, so this one in the game.
I mean, it's 42-21. We've got 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I'm not going to be silly and say we've got some gigantor comeback coming. But, if we could make this respectable against a number 4 ranked undefeated team. I'll take it.
I mean, like, let's think about what the chain of events that just happened. We got a defensive stop.
Yep.
And we scored a touchdown.
And it was a good drive. Like, that was an impressive drive by the Pioneer offense.
Now that 2nd and 20 on an offensive holding penalty, gets 21 yards there. Convert a couple third downs.
Yep.
So
found a lot of success over that middle. So hopefully the Pioneers can keep it going, but the defense has got to have a big stop right here.
I'm not saying it can't happen.
I'm not saying it can't happen.
I would just want it to happen.
We definitely want it to happen. I don't want to set unreasonable expectations.
Oh, no. Got to manifest it, though, sometimes.
That's right.
So they send the kick team off here. So the question is, do you come out with any type of trickery on this play? They definitely got a little bit smaller than gentlemen than they usually have here.
Boy, I don't think so. I don't have the constitution to do that.
Because right here, even the way that the front line is set up, they're in levels here.
You see, if you look, everyone from Grandview is inching forward. They know he's not going to be able to blast it deep. So this little chip shot's not going to come up with the ball. And it gives the – oh! Boy, howdy. I almost sat corrected as the kick was mishandled.
You definitely was doing the jinx thing. It was definitely it was in there.
I was trying. See if I could talk him out of coming up with that clean. So, anyway, after I don't think you could call it a muff, but the ball's going to be down at the 20-yard line. And that is, 21. Excuse me, officials. That's where the Vikings are going to take over on offense. 42-21 is your score with 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So Pioneer defense looking for a stop or, even better, a turnover. I guess now we definitely will know that there's not going to be any changes made for the offense of the Vikings.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, because of your defense not taking care of their job, the offense has to stay on the field for the whole time.
Yep. Second-string quarterback's not coming in or anything like that. Here's a handoff, left side, and tripped up and taken down.
For a 6-yard gain there.
So that's Scott with the carry. Do you see him airing it out much on this drive, or are they going to just try and keep that clock ticking at this point?
At this one, you're just trying to get back on the bus, try to get back home as soon as possible. They have definitely not been as aggressive as they was in the first half.
Very true.
Looks like they're just going to have the running backs run the ball. They scored 2 touchdowns off running plays. So at this point,
the game clock is a full second under the play clock, so that is going to be the last play of the third quarter. Both teams heading to the sideline for some Gatorade, and then we're going to be ready for fourth quarter action.
So if Mid-America has even a thought of winning this game, they have to they just have to be aggressive, because playing your game plan has led to 42 points, other than two stops that you can even constitute as Grandview mental mistakes.
You're right.
You have to literally try to get this ball back at this point. So send an extra guy, be a little bit more aggressive, slant the line right here. They have to do something. If you're content on losing by 21 points, they're going to keep the same game plan, stay in their base defense here.
Yeah, not that it's exactly a gusty day, but with the switch now, Grandview's going to be throwing into the wind. So, again, you can hope maybe something gets kind of caught up in the breeze. Might knock down any deep balls. So,
If you want some MNU swag and a pizza, better ingredients, better pizza, Taco John's.
if they're giving away pizza, I would like for someone to throw that box up here.
I'm just saying, any way you can come to the combination staffs, Kenny and Kyle will definitely appreciate it and send you our best wishes for you.
There we go. Well, I was watching one of the cheermasters, I believe they were called. And he almost left it a little too short on his backflip, but able to recover on the second one.
Hey, listen, that's always not how you start, it's always how you finish.
That's right. Oh, young lady up here. Oh, you were so close.
Oh gosh. Oh, that would have been nice.
Look at that. Her kid's trying to take the pizza. Don't take the pizza. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's a T-shirt in a pizza box.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. That's almost misleading right there.
Definitely. I would have thought I'm thinking I'm getting a nice bite to eat, but then I just got a nice little
you got a T-shirt.
shirt. I don't know about that one.
I mean, I'm okay with T-shirts. I wear one daily, but, you know.
I like pizza.
Yeah, pizza sounds way better. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Grandview with the ball.
Tight end in motion.
Ball on the 28-yard line. It is second down, 3 yards to go. They throw it out of the backfield, and that's dropped. Yeah, I was going to say that was not a backwards pass, but good job on the defense trying to jump on it anyway. Incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 from the 28. Defense might be smelling it here, but I think they're going to need 2 more stops to end this drive. Thank you, Gordy. Third down. Here we go. Pioneers faithful making some noise.
A receiver steps on the line of scrimmage. Got to make sure they're lined up correctly. Play action pass.
Throws it out. Has a man in front. They were going to have the first. Ooh.
Oh, that's not a.
I think they got it by a yard.
That was favorable spot.
Very favorable spot, but we're not even going to pretend like we're going to measure. The official calls to move the chains. The chains, they shall move.
You know, I always say that some jobs takes precision. They always got to measure things out to the yard of scrimmage, to the centimeter.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to officials, they literally say, I think it's a first down, and we're just going to go ahead and keep it moving.
Sometimes you just got to have the confidence to make the call. You know what? Just move the chains.
Yeah,
just do it.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a full yard, but I don't care. They're definitely going to condense these sets right here. Look at the receivers keep going in motion.
Look how close they all are. I mean, they're not sending anyone out wide. Now it's just
counter.
Yep. Oh, upended. Down goes everybody.
That was a nice little counter play. They got 5 yards off of that one, but definitely a hard hit in the middle of the field right there.
Sure looks to me like Grandview is just lining up and saying, we're going to run it down your throat, and you're not going to do anything about it.
So in this one, this is definitely a pride thing at this point.
Yep.
Because if you're a defensive lineman, obviously if they get the ball off quick, there ain't much you can do about that. If you're a DB, if they throw away from you, there's nothing you can do. But when they decide to say, hey, we're going to run for 5 yards a pop, and there's literally nothing you're going to do to stop it, it's a pride thing that has to take into effect. So I don't know what needs to happen. Obviously, stay within your scheme, stay within your skill sets there. But they got to find a way to get up this field right here.
Yeah, look at all the shifting going on this play, but it's still probably just going to be a draw up the middle. Wow. Noster Kyle.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Draw play up the middle, but this time, the Pioneers equal to the task, knock it down for no gain. So third down coming up, 3rd and 3 after a gain of 1.
Yes, at this point now, MNU's defense, let's see if we can make this into a little bit of a game here. Get a stop right here. Obviously, in fact, I think they need to actually get a TFL or a sack right here because right now.
Well, it's 2 down territory right now for Grandview. They've proven that they'll go for it on 4th and probably anything under 5.
Yes.
But, yeah, so a sack right here to kind of push them back beyond that, what I'm assuming is the magical 5-yard marker, would be wonderful. But I don't imagine a throw is coming on this play.
Watch for a false snap count here as well.
Yeah, last time they were able to get the Pioneers to jump, and now they go over the middle. Nobody was home. And that's going to be a first down. Ball is down at the 50-yard line. And Grandview just kind of saying anything you can do, we can do better, as they found space over the middle, which is where the Pioneers were having success. They come up with the first down.
The only thing about MNU's defense there, it was definitely a good call for being a man-to-man right there, but it was definitely a zone coverage there. And obviously just not getting to your drop, because you can't take away everything. If the quarterback knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball, receiver sits right in the zone right there. Easy pitch and catch there for a first down.
Almost like Grandview's done this before.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a train tradition down there. Safety rocks up in the middle of the field, so it looks like we got 1 safety down. So it looks like they are trying to be aggressive here.
They're going to hand it off. Room off the right side. A lot of room. Off to the races. 1 to beat. Can he push him out? Oh, he steps out of bounds. So a very good run by the offense for Grandview. And the last Pioneer, that safety that was lined up deep, able to shove him out of bounds to prevent the touchdown. But it's going to be 1st and goal coming up from the 5-yard line for the Vikings. I believe this was Scott who had that carry. So Scott's total yards, he's definitely over 100 for the day. I don't need the stat system to be working to know that. He has been running all over.
The thing with that one right there is that and just when you bring that safety up, if the safety does not impact the play whatsoever, you just have 1 less person to try to tackle them walking into the end zone. Luckily, we just had a safety that was fast enough to run down the running back there. Look for play action here.
They go up the middle, but he spins off the first defender. Almost spun off the second, now knocked down. Ball's going to be, and I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I said it was at the 5. It's actually at the 10. It's going to remain at the 10, as I don't believe he's going to get credited for a yard on this. Actually, they took a yard away, so 2nd and 11 coming up. And Grandview at no point in time in this game has been in a hurry. And now they're going to huddle up for a second time. Play clock down to 15. They still have plenty of time on it. Ever notice at this level, you never see a delay of game?
You never see a delay of game because they always reset that clock for you.
Yep. Oh, nice handoff.
Jet sweep.
That's trouble. Oh, good hit. Not able to turn the corner. And that was Kit Dickerson. Came up with a good knockdown.
Anderson.
He said, "Do not go off my first name. I do not play kitty games anymore."
It was a man's game.
Yeah, I've been waiting to say that all day.
Yeah, there you go.
Right now, at least this is where you're working at right now. There's not a first down marker. So
Nope.
as of right now, they cannot get a first down, so they have to score a touchdown in this possession here. So
Yep, 3rd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to the goal line. We now 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Now timeout's going to be called. Who didn't like what they saw? Timeout by Grandview. So the offense calls the timeout. 9:53 remaining in the ball game. Want to talk things over as they are on 3rd down, 8 yards away from pay dirt, trying to extend this lead. And unfortunately, I'm sure Grandview's looking at it like this. It's 3rd and 8. We're averaging over 5 yards per play, so all it's going to take is 2 more runs and we're in the end zone.
exactly. So that's why I said sometimes a TFL, a sack, something like that, and even in turnover in this particular case. We saw how much the turnover helped MNU's case earlier. So at this point right now, defense has to bow up or shut up. Looks like we got 3 receivers, a tight end, and
I don't trust this being a throw at all. No, I'm trying to use that reverse psychology, as in, don't throw it.
please.
Yeah. Here we go. Quarterback drops back. He's throwing. Fade to the end zone, and he dropped it. The defender fell over trying to turn to stay with the receiver. The receiver had it in his hands, and that's a drop.
That's what we consider a mess up right there. That's what we consider a mess up.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie. That's a whoopsie. So 4th and 8, and the field goal unit looks like they're coming on. So what do you think? Moral victory for the Pioneer defense? Hold them to a field goal attempt?
Yes.
Remember, they missed a – what did they miss? The field goal or a PAT earlier?
They missed the field goal.
Yeah, so maybe lightning strikes twice here?
I mean, yes. I mean, like
this
now
is
we could get
closer.
a block here.
That looks pretty good.
And it's right to the upright. There.
Yeah, right down Main Street. All right, so the Pioneers defense able to hold for a field goal. And that's going to extend the lead of Grandview to 45-21, 9:45 remaining. Pioneer offense here in the second half has picked up a little bit of momentum.
What they did and didn't do wrong.
Yeah.
Offensively, as you said, I know we might have emphasized on how inconsistent they can have been at times. They've been moving the ball pretty well.
They have. They really have. They just haven't been able to capitalize on a few opportunities. And then the stall drives. And, I mean, that's credit to the Grandview defense. Trust me, I take nothing away from them. But the Pioneers just sometimes when they needed to pick up that first down, they couldn't do it.
Yes. And even the way that the kick return team right here, great coverage right here because basically they make it to where the kick can't even really be set up. Because sometimes it doesn't matter how deep it goes. It just really depends on like where the kick coverage is going to be at. Because right there, was it number 11? We couldn't even really get anything going on that play.
No,
right there.
no. By the time he caught it, the special teams was down there. And also, let's not forget how big of a deal that block punt was.
Yeah, that was easy 7 points.
Yeah, that was an easy 7 points for him. So this game looks a little different. I mean, it would look at 38-21, but a little different had the special teams not had that little slip up.
Wilson right there for the tight end.
Let's see what the Pioneers can do, though. They're
Stretch
going to hand it off to Manning. A lot of white heading his direction, and he's down. Yeah, it's going to be no gain as the speed of the Grandview defense was able to chase him down. That play was kind of doomed from the start.
I just want to know what was the concept. Obviously, it's a stretch play right there, but there's literally the guy who literally comes off the edge, off the line of scrimmage is free. So do you expect your running back to make someone miss after 2 yards?
That's a tough ask.
And that's a
boy, that was a difficult pass to Tannis. I know I hear people clamoring for a flag, but I think that was uncatchable.
Unless that is Larry Fitzgerald or Megatron,
right.
That is not a catchable pass.
Correct, yep.
But then if you're the DB, wave your fingers, does not matter.
Nope.
It looks like you're the one that shut him down.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that was all me. Doesn't matter that Shaquille O'Neal couldn't have caught that pass. That was all me. Over the middle, I don't like this. Nice one-handed catch. Tannis is going to be able to turn the corner, though. Well, I didn't like it short, but Tannis made something out of nothing there. First down for the Pioneers. The chains are moving.
Looks like 96 got back on the field, helped the guy up that he might have got into it early with. So looks like he
cooled off.
Yeah, he did.
That's all he had to do.
You know what I'm saying? 77 has to run off the field because obviously with the college rules, so once your helmet comes off for any reason, you have to come out the field.
You have to leave the field, correct. Okay.
A lot of players.
Oh,
you know what? I'm just wondering, are we going to get a
call a timeout? No, call a timeout here. This play is broken.
It has nothing to do with these receivers, I can guarantee.
Yeah, because they don't know what's going on. Oh, Atkins calling his own number, but, oh, boy, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That's a gain for 1 as Atkins went for a give-up slide after trying to throw a stiff arm. If you're throwing a stiff arm, though, I don't think a give-up slide is actually going to work for you.
Yeah, here's the thing. When you think like, oh, yeah, you're Derrick Henry, you're thinking that the person's going to propel. And when he's literally running through your stiff arm, time for me to get on the ground.
Yeah, go down.
It was not a good decision on my part.
They're going for the same lineup as they've had, or same formation, so maybe this time it's going to be what they actually wanted. Atkins with it, rolls to the side, gets rid of it out of desperation, and Manning's swallowed up in the backfield.
On that type of play right there, quarterback got to see that the play is literally snuffed out. Got to throw it at the running back's feet.
Yep.
Because now you go from 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, to now 3rd and 12.
Yeah.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the start and needed to end quickly. I'm sorry, it was Wilridge on that who was in terrible shape, not Manning. Manning was not on the field. Manning is now in motion. Atkins looking left. Why are they keeping a man short? Now Atkins is destroyed.
Tackle just literally was following on the defensive end on his hip saying, oops, my bad.
Calvin Bright just destroyed Blake Atkins in the backfield. That was a video game style sack.
You kind of remind me of that sack that actually happened in the NFL this year versus Justin Fields versus I forgot who it was. He got his
he got destroyed.
What we call it? I think Kevin Hart said it best. He got his muffin cap peeled back blue on that one. The quarterback was able to get back up, so that might be the end of his day right there.
Yeah, Atkins might want to be done after that.
Nice punt right here.
That's an excellent punt. That protection was very well done. Taken at the 19. Nice crease. Returnable. Now knocked out. Little short of midfield. See where they're going to spot this ball. I'd put it somewhere near the 45. They're going to the 46, 47, 45. Now backwards. Now we're all juggling footballs. What are we doing? 45. That's where we're going. Look at that. I was right on it from the start. 6:49 remaining in your ball game. 45-21. The Vikings taking over on offense after the drive stalled by the Pioneers. And let's see who's heading out.
First and 10 from the 45-yard line.
We do. We have a new man under center now for the Vikings. Let's see. This is going to be Arthur Braden. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I saw the wrong number. He handed it off to Braden. The new man under center.
Number 9.
Where is he? Oh, is that Drew Adams?
Arthur Braden.
Adams Drew.
For the Vikings.
So, yeah. No, I think it's Drew Adams. Drew Adams into the game. It says red shirt. He's a red shirt junior. Gordy just coughed on the loudspeaker.
He says, share my germs.
Whoops. Whoopsies. All right, so new man under center. Again, that was a handoff to the running back fresh into the game. So changes being made for Grandview with 6:13 remaining in the ball game.
Receiver in motion.
Bad snap, but they're able to handle it. Run off the right side. Ooh, nice collision. Everyone hops up. Everyone good. Pioneer defender fired up out there. That being Kid Dickerson. He was very pleased with his hit, and it was a good one. Dickerson playing all the way back in the safety position, so he came all the way up to make a stop on that run.
It looks like they have positionless DBs right here because Troy plays on the outside. Dickerson plays corner. Number 10 has played corner. Everyone's played corner at this point. It seems like if you are in the secondary, you are a jack of all trades. You are the star yourself.
That's right.
It looks like it's a cover 3 shell here. Got 2 DBs that would be in thirds. And
There
look
we
at
go.
the
Woo. Pioneer
cornerback
defense.
blitz on that one.
Yeah, Pioneer defense able to run right into the running back, knocked him down. That was on 3rd and 5, and I think they're actually going to take a yard away. So they should bring up 4th and 6. And this is going to be the game debut of the punter.
He's literally
for
like
Grandview.
a star player. He rarely has to do anything.
Yeah, like this is great. He's like, hey, I finally get to do something. Maybe. Watch him pull something silly out.
Watch for the break. Watch the break of this huddle here. Oh man, they got the 3 hog mollies as the shield. This is the worst one to be on, Kyle, because on this one, if you get past it, you got offensive linemen sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah. Great kick. Boy, howdy. Let it go. No, it did not take a Pioneer bounce. Boy, it's taking a Viking bounce. And the ball's going to be down at the 6-yard line. So a very good punt by the rarely used punter for Grandview. And the Pioneers offense is going to have a long, long way to go. And let's see who comes out under center for the Pioneers. 4:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. 45-21. Pioneers back on offense.
Watch for Keegan to probably make his game day appearance right here.
Yep. New quarterback heads out onto the field for the Pioneers.
16.
No, I'm sorry. There he is, Atkins. I saw number 9 heading out there. I thought that's Martin. He's been there all game. What am I looking at? Nope, Atkins comes back on the field, so Pioneers going to try and get all they can out of this drive, but they got a long way to go. Ball placed on the 6-yard line. Atkins with his heels on his own goal line, and they're going to hand it off. Boy, the crease was there, and the crease was gone. So that's a run for nothing by Wildridge. See if they're actually going to give him anything on that. Nope, no gain on that play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
One-man substitution over for Grandview. Atkins, same formation. He's got 2 in the backfield with him.
This is what we call 22 personnel, gentlemen and ladies. 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. 2 running backs, 2 receivers there. Sorry.
I was actually really hoping it was called 22 personal gentlemen.
Ooh.
Like, that sounds real fancy.
No, 22 gentlemen.
No, 22 gentlemen, okay.
Technically, there's always going to be 22 gentlemen, 11 on each side.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe 11 gentlemen sounds better. I don't know about the other guys. I can't vouch for them.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't even know them. Why are they on my team?
Yeah. All right, so that was the same play, and it had the same result. No gain, 3rd and 10.
Looks like MNU is very content on running out the clock as well.
Yeah, looks like they just want to keep the clock moving down to 3:25. Playing no huddle, but again, as I've said before, in no way does this resemble a hurry up. And they're going to run it up the middle. Nope, little draw play. Throw it out wide. Pass is knocked down. Good play by the defender. Thought Tanis got a hand on it, but couldn't reel it in. And that was knocked away by, I believe it was David Tolentino. So David Tolentino breaks it up. And now the punter comes on for the Pioneers, and he's going to be standing
right at the back,
right in the back of the end zone. This is an unfortunate turn of events for the old Pioneers, as they just go with a quick 3 and out, 2 running plays, and then 1 pass that went nowhere fast. They've got their 2 men back for protection. Got to be a good snap, and it's high, and out of the back of the end zone it goes. And that's a safety, and ouch. Ouchtown, population U, bro.
And that one is a bad one right there. That one is nerves because he had one that was blocked earlier.
Yeah, and this was a difficult situation just because of where the ball was and how close you are to your own end zone. But come on, Meow. You gotta make that snap.
No, goodness gracious. That one's tough. That one's tough because the special teams, if it's anything like we used to do, we used to have special teams. You had 2 meetings a week.
Mm-hmm.
We had a Monday morning. We had a Wednesday, and then obviously walkthroughs on Friday. So basically, Mondays, they go back based on what you did right, and then they're going to go to the next week. That's going to be a really, really, really tense meeting.
Well, let's be honest. When you're the long snapper and that happens, there is no one in the world that you can blame other than yourself.
No, it's like, well, I didn't know the ball was supposed to be snapped. If the ball was snapped, he would have made a play. At that point. But it's like a center. Oh, I didn't know when the play was. You're the only one that can dictate when the play is.
That's right. Ran. Yeah, there's just no way around that. There's no surviving. So we've got the rarest of kickoffs coming up, the punt from the 20-yard line. So you got to imagine this is going to be some great field position coming up for Grandview as the safety now makes it 47-21 with 3:06 remaining in the ball game. And, hey, I know people are going to start tuning out if they haven't already, but thank you very much for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
We greatly appreciate it.
We do, and it's always fun. Like, I always have a great time calling these games, as I'm sure you do as well.
Absolutely.
Even when the game resembles this one.
Yeah, very much so. Like as I said, but one thing is to know that even though the Pioneers look like they're going to fall to 1-3 after today, this is a solid ball club for the most part. They've just been playing really good teams at the most inopportune times.
Yeah, and they're young. They're really young, so they'll turn this ship around maybe within a season or two. Now, the Pioneers got real lucky there. The return man slipped.
Oh, no, he was about to make it happen. He doesn't look like number 5 is allowed to return very many, and he literally caught it, slipped. He wanted to get his because when he's had the ball in his hand, he's been a magician, really.
Right. Yeah, and he was just trying to turn around to face upfield, slipped, his knee hit the ground, and so the Pioneers, who didn't have anyone within 15 yards of the return man, got real lucky. Now, if I look right now, there's some fresh numbers heading out there for the Pioneers that I haven't seen out there yet. Number 27 is going into the, nose tackle position.
I think that's a Reese.
That's Clayton Essex, according to my roster here.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen him in the game as of yet. Looks rather undersized in there, but going to see what he can do. Here's a rollout pass. Oh, and that is just a little short of the intended target. Pass was meant for Seth Jewell, a freshman for Grandview. And so Adams not able to connect.
2nd and 10.
2:59 remaining. 47-21 is your score. And Grandview gone to mostly backups, so they've got their second strings in to get some game time reps. Pioneers have done the same with their defense. Adams under center, sends a man in motion. They're going to hand it off the left side. And Pioneers defense is there. And they're going to go ahead and blow the whistle on this one. Getting a little chippy out there. People holding blocks maybe a hair longer than the other person would like.
Yeah, definitely the heat's gotten to people. Everybody knows what the score is at this point.
Yeah.
So at this point, like, hey, man, you keep me protected, I keep you protected. We go ahead and shake hands, and we call it a day.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Just as long as everyone makes it out of the game at this point healthy, that's a win.
Yes.
And no one needs any silly injuries on either side. Looks like Grandview. This team could go a long way this year as they are now going to improve to 4-0. Again, already ranked number 4 in the country. So they can ill afford any significant injuries. And the Pioneers, with all their young players, you don't want injuries because they need to keep playing and keep learning. Here's a delayed blitz. Nothing doing there, but the pass out to the side, well played by the Pioneer defense. Able to bring the receiver down after he catches the ball. Tackle credited to Jackson Malone.
Oh, it looks like the punt team's coming back out on the field.
Punter's coming back on, and he proved to be quite a valuable weapon after his first punt about 5 minutes ago. He did not punt one time until the fourth quarter. Now he's going to have 2.
4th down.
The special teams unit of Grandview is going to have a little more room to work with than the Pioneers did on their last punt. Punter standing on the 10-yard line. 3 men back to protect.
Using that clock.
Good snap. Great kick. It's going to take a bounce and downed-ish by Grandview.
Looks like at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to see where they place it. It bounced and took a little bit of a backspin, but immediately hit by one of the special teams players. So, yeah, they're going to put it down right around the 39-yard line. I don't know what happened there, but Phillip White just tripped on the chalk. Hate it when that happens.
1st and 10.
Pioneer offense back on the field. Manning and Atkins in the backfield. They've remained in the game the entire time. getting very strange feedback in my
Yeah,
microphone. That's always fun.
That was definitely a little weird on my end as well.
Who knows?
Run up the middle.
They give it to Manning, tries to bounce it outside. The defense for Grandview all over him, though. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. 1:15 remains in the game. Pioneers just content to run this clock out. A couple more plays, and we're going to call it good.
Got a minute left in the game.
I will take a look to see if the stat system has figured itself out so I can bring you guys end-of-game stats. I apologize if it's not working, if I cannot. And it still says we're at 3:04 left in the second quarter. So I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not going to be able to give you end-of-game stats. If you are a Pioneers fan, you can always go to MNUsports.com. You'll be able to find the final stats once they are made final by the league.
Okay.
A little bit after the game. Here's a run by the Pioneers. Great run. Gets them into Viking territory. And I believe this was Willridge. His best run of the day. So now 42 seconds remaining. The clock stops temporarily while they move the chains. Gives the Pioneers a chance to get their play and not burn a timeout. So the ball on the 38-yard line. Atkins has it. Hands it off up the middle. Willridge bouncing outside. He's going to have a little bit of space. Not a lot. Fights off one man and is pushed out of bounds. So that's going to stop the clock with 17 seconds left. So, yep, you'll be able to find all the final stats of this game after they're set on MNUsports.com. I imagine over on the Grandview side you can there as well in the game details.
Looks like they're just going to run out the clock here.
And indeed they are. That's going to do it. They stop the clock even going out of bounds. And that's going to be your ball game, everybody. And I'm sorry again, I can't bring you the end-of-game stats, but you can go search them out if you so desire. So, final score from the Olathe District Activity Center, 47-21. The number 4 ranked Grandview Vikings come into Olathe, and they're able to dispatch the hometown MNU Pioneers. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Pioneer Network. We will see you at our next game, which I believe is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks here at home. They'll be on the road next week, so you can check on stats after the game. And the Pioneers now drop to 1-3, and the Vikings improve to 4-0. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, see you guys.